Yeah, finally!
Silky Beat.
Welcome wherever you are to the AFL Tas live stream for the round 8 fixture between Penguin, who are hosting at Wilson Holmes Park, the Circular Head Saints, in the NWFL men's fixture. And currently, the Circular Head Saints sitting second last on the table, not having the best of seasons, and that's a good start to Jay Van Essen, the captain, Gary Carpenter, who gets the Penguin 2 Blues on the board.
Yeah, the beneficiary of a free kick to someone else. Jay picks it straight up, plays on, and kicks a goal straight out of the centre. Actually, he first came back for quite some time, Jay. I didn't think he was quite there, ready to go, but he started off in a blaze of glory, going to the southern end, and Circular Head Saints going to the sea end here at Wilson's Holmes Park. And again, Penguin away, and we're ready to go again, Xavier.
We certainly are. So, score after less than a minute, the Penguin 2 Blues, one straight to the Circular Head Saints, yet to score. So Penguin kicking to the right of screen, to the left of screen, the Circular Head Saints. So Circular Head are currently one win in season 2026. That's 7v6. So Penguin are 2 wins, 2 and 5. And they've got the jump so far back inside forward 50 for them. Comes into Warwick Burton's hands. He straightens up. He has a shot on goal. Keeps it to the near side. So it's the first minor for the Penguin 2 Blues. 1-1 plays yet to score.
Their work rate in the centre to start off with Tommy Parsons, and there's been unbelievable first 2 ball ups. John O'Miles takes the mark from the kicking and on the 50-metre line. Grandstand side.
So Miles up towards centre wing position. Hayward. Sheehan gets the handball out. Goes wide. That was to Harrison. Harrison providing a well run across half-back for the Circular Head Saints. Tuxworth. Oh, that's a poor distribution. They lose possession of the football and putting Sammy Hamill, Jacob Hamill. I call him Sammy because of Aaron Hamill back in the day. Puts him under a little bit of pressure. And he gets wrapped up in a tackle. So Parsons up against Miles. Miles wins the tap. Has the physical advantage today, Gary?
Yeah, no, a good, nearly a good foot taller and a fair bit heavier. Youth versus age.
But Youth wins out that time. It comes back into the hands of Jacob Townsend, back into the senior side in recent weeks. Yep. Ball to Jackson, under pressure from Davies. Gets it back to Jackson, throws it on the boot, shot a goal. Goes straight up and down. And Ash Agog might have got his fist to it, and the ball goes across the boundary line for a boundary throw-in.
Young Glover coming out there to meet the ball. He's a shining light for Penguin, Xavier. Young Jordan Glover.
Wearing number 58 for the Penguin 2 Blues. So it's Searle v Miles. Miles wins it down. Getting there is Sheehan. Malachi by hand. Feeds it back to Hamill. Half back. Parsons still unable to take the mark. Ball kick further afield.
Oh, well done, Smith.
Yeah, running on towards Lardner. He had a good game last week. His kick, though, is partly smothered. Good defence by the Blues. Elliott working in a phone booth. Gets it out. Hayward drops the ball. They feed it back. This time, though, it's only to Townsend. He jumps on that left foot of his, and he's looking for, but not finding Plunkett. Plunkett, they're still able to get the ball back out towards Van Essen. Kick was to the favour of Peters Chapman. It's made the rep squad. He's under a little bit of trouble. Feeds it back to De Groot. De Groot goes back further to Van Essen. They go back further still. They come in board. I'm not exactly sure. That's
Tully O'Neill.
Tully O'Neill. I thought it was James King initially. He looks a bit burly, a bit like James King. Then Jackson. Jackson to Townsend. Starting to stamp their authority on the match so far, the 2 Blues. He plays on inside the centre squares. Kick, though, goes awry and lands in the hands of Benny Harrison. Been a good recruit for the Saints.
Yeah, he's been a very steady player, hasn't he, Benny? I think enjoying his year so far.
Provides run and dash across half-back. Hamill, Hayward, far side of the ground, scoreboard. 1-1-7, 2 Blues, leading. Circular Head get to score. They hand it over to Tuxworth. Tuxworth goes back, gives it to Russell. Russell's kicks a bit up and under. That's his first possession of the game. Harrison was there to provide some pressure. Tuxworth gets the ball back. Russell goes running past him. Tuxworth caught it in a tackle, loses possession, and Lockie Blakemore receives a free kick. Goes short. Is that my check? It is.
Yes.
Waste no time. He's in the canteen earlier
here's
too.
Glover.
There's Glover at the 50-metre mark. Kicks inside and
kick.
finds Jasper Perry. Not Jasper Perry. Connor Plunkett. And Plunkett did Plunkett. Let's see whether he can fulfil what's expected of him through the two big, tall goal posts.
I'll mark it down, Xavier. Already I'll put it through, and I think
commentator's curse, Gary. I did that last week. There you go.
There you go. I better take it out.
Well, Connor Plunkett. I'm not sure. Obviously not the Brian Taylor school of goal kicking.
It was a beautiful bit of play started by Zach Myercheck out in the far centre wing.
Extremely deflating, that kind of stuff, though.
Oh, it is,
Gary.
because it was good play on to Glover, made really great ground and a beautiful kick into Plunkett, and then just misses an easy shot at goal.
They move the footy of the Saints out to Davies. He's up against Jackson today. That's going to be a great contest. Into the hands of Walker. Handballs to thin air. Supposedly looking for Davies. Gives it to him
himself under
finally.
pressure.
And then Burton wraps him across the boundary line. He'd be a bit disappointed there would be Liam Davies. Especially going on to his favoured left side there. They could have been well out of danger. Possibly inside their forward 50. Good boundary throw in. Well done by the umpire. Winning the tap there was Tommy Parsons. Myercheck a bit high.
Yep.
And free kick will be going to Walker. He comes out towards the boundary again. That's a poor decision. Lands in the hands of number 38. That's Mitchell Stratton. Obviously been given another call-up. Made his debut last year. There's a gog. Is this young gentleman into the rep squad?
He's in the squad, Ashes. Going okay. It'll be interesting come next Wednesday night to see who's in the final 20-odd.
Good cut of a lad. And he can hold down a key position. Davies then hands it off to Gardner. Gardner back to Gardner's kick goes wide. Intended target there was Clancy. Clancy didn't get it. Tuxworth gets there. Handballs are back. Blakemore's back first. Stepping inside is Jarlin Farrelly. I've been told it's Jarlin, not Jalen.
Right.
So Jarlin Farrelly. Thank you, Jace Little. So Farrelly again.
Might be setting you up, Xavier.
Yeah, could be. That's why I threw Jace Little's name in there.
I gathered that, I reckon.
So Jarlin, let us know on the socials. Ball up, Riley wins it down. They get a kick away. That might be Lardner. Back first is Penguin. Townsend up against his...
Could have shepherded
head. McDonald. Getting the handball there was King. James. Looks like he might be a bit short of a run, James.
Yes, he's carrying a fair bit of weight of the last 2 or 3 years, but doing the job for Penguin at the moment to fill that shortage of players.
I'm glad you feel confident enough to say that, Gary. I know the King boys, and I'm not willing to get in the middle of it. Ball goes by chain of handball and then by foot inside forward 50. Trying to get there first is Peters Chapman. He's also in the rep squad. Under a severe pressure, wrapped up in a tackle. Getting over to help with Jackson. Ball comes back out to Hamill. They feed it by hand. Harrison, he's got a little bit of space. Run. Usually uses the ball well. That's no exception. Lands in the hands of Jasper Perry. Perry wastes no time. And that's a poor disposal. Crikey. And then they just turn the footy over. And that's what's killed them after this year.
It's their structure going from half-back, trying to get it through to their forward 50 zone. They seem to fall down. Perhaps they ought to open up and kick the ball a little bit longer. Transferring play now. The two Blues are coming out wide. It's now in the hands of Jackson Darby. He's been called up. That kick, giving it some air. Well, and that's a good mark. Taking that is Mitchell Stratton. He'll throw his weight around that young kid. There's no doubt about that. A bit like Dad used to back in the day. Purton gives it to his running teammate. That's Plunkett. Kick though. Didn't think it through all that well. One would say he'd thunk it as it went inside forward 50, and a free kick has been given away according to the umpire, and it's going off to circular head, and that was given away by Glover. So the kick there was taken by Barker. Barker goes short.
Well, and they've turned the footy over again. Jeez, that's disappointing. They do all the hard work. Burton, inside forward 50.
Good mark,
good lead, Searle. In front of a Gog, takes a good grab, and they have an opportunity again. This will be their 5th shot on goal, Gary.
Yeah,
1-2-8.
I'm not going to chalk this one down yet because we watched him a few weeks ago and he missed a few easy ones. But it's a dry day, no wind. Tommy Searle, you should be able to put this through the middle.
Harrison off for Mohammed.
Yeah, and you're right with circular head of present. There's turnover around that centre wing area in the transition phases. Leaves a little bit to be desired at the moment. Perhaps a different option in a long kick coming off that D50. He's missed that.
And Searle's kicked it out to the right. So, again, another miss. And this is where circular head really need to capitalise, especially if they get 1 or 2 on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
It'll really put a bit of deflation into the Penguin 2 Blues, who currently have all the momentum. That's a poor kick by Davies. I know he was trying to change the angle and take it across the far side of the ground, but didn't hit Ashagog, and it rolls out of bounds, and it's another boundary throw-in. So they're just creating the pressure as opposed to applying it. Circular head Saints. Boundary throw-in. Searle versus Miles. Miles. Actually, Searle wins that. Down to Elliott, working well in the phone booth. The God goes across the face. Oh, not sure what he was trying to do there.
There's a little bit of difference in height there, and JB Ray takes the mark behind the circular head player. Again, a disposal. Over-kicked the ball, but set it up fair in front of goal, basically, with a turnover.
And see Sally Elliott, Jancy down the bottom as well. Jancy Billings, those two ladies. They'll be able to deliver some common sense. A good kick too by Ray. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Splits the middle. That's a confidence booster. So JB Ray, he's got his first. Penguin have got their second, and they move to 2-3. Circular head yet to score. We have played almost 8 minutes, actually 12 minutes into the first term.
Again, the ball spent most of the term so far inside Penguin's forward line from centre forward. So we've got to get circular head to move this ball out of the centre. They should get an advantage here with Miles a bit taller than young Parsons, although Tommy Searle comes in now, I think. No, there's a change in there. Might be even a smaller ruckman coming in for Penguin. Looks like young Zeb Knott.
Zeb Knott.
So he gives away another 6 inches.
Jeez, they've got some young boys in the middle there. Look at that, Townsend, Stretton, and who's that, number 19? JB Ray. Crikey, they are young in there, aren't they?
Yeah, Jacko's the oldest one in there.
So, and he's only just turned 20, I think. A free kick. Where's that going? Apparently it might have been over the shoulder, according to the umpire. So, free kick going the way of Penguin.
Young Knott.
So, Knott's kick being intercepted by Liam Davies. Looking to bring the ball inside. Again, that kick's a poor one. Making hard work of it. Tuxworth just comes straight back from where it came. Glover almost took mark of the year.
Yeah, not paid.
Unfortunately. Anyway, ball's got to Hayward. Centre of the ground, across to Hamill. Luke Russell. Kicks inside forward 50 and a good diving mark there taken by Tully O'Neill.
When Liam gets the ball, Xavier, he's nearly telegraphing to everybody what he's going to do. He looks it dead into centre and tries and changes direction, and probably he needs to have another think about how he wants to move that ball forward because they're picking him off.
Certainly are at this juncture, as we're going to get a boundary throw in. 1-3-9 at the third 14-minute mark. Plays yet. The Saints yet to score. Knott versus Miles. Miles wins it down. Jackson takes it away from the stoppage. Throws it onto his boots. Not clean, but it gets to centre half forward. Good contest there. Glover v. Agog. Brings it to ground as Glover. Purton ripped off the football by Agog. Barker loses the football there. And Glover with the follow-up. Free kick from the tackle. He goes short. Misses his target. It's just error after error here at Wilson Holmes Park. Elliott to Sheehan, over to Agog. He holds the football. Back to Sheehan. Malachi. Do something proverbial.
Well done.
Absolutely, he does. He handballs it to a teammate, goes forward, and they just muck it up That was Luke Russell. I'm not sure what he was trying to do. Rusty. Just imagine, Rusty, if it was Rodney Eade on the coaching bench.
Malachi bounces back and wins the ball back through a tackle.
Might have had a chat to you afterwards. Comes out to the hands of Ryder Marthick. Oh! Chipped off by Pren. Pren loses the footy. Davies gives it to Russell. Sure hands. Good kick. Great mark. Taken there by Lardner. Goes inboard. Finds Elliott. Oh, is that 50? Umpire. No, he can play on. Gives it to Hamill. Hamill from outside 50. Lays the leg into it.
Kick downfield.
Free kick downfield.
That's better football.
And it is much better football. They're looking to go the quickest way home. The only problem is they're telegraphing it. It was Jacob Townsend, I think, that's given away the free kick there. And there's a few boys, Lardner and Elliott, getting in his way. And is that Big Miles?
Big Miles.
And Miles has got the first for the Circular Head Saints. And they get one back. And that was almost end-to-end. That was good football by the Saints, Gary Carpenter.
Yeah, it was. It was good football. Totally different to what they've been trying to play with for the first 10 minutes. They opened the game up a little bit, went a bit longer with their kicks, went wide, then took it back into the centre and then down, and a kick downfield results in a goal. So make the most of that opportunity. They have been picked off. Penguin is absolutely picking their short game off.
So it's 2-3, plays one straight, 9 points the margin at the 16-minute mark in favour of the two Blues at Wilson Holmes Park. Elliott, Russell, Sheehan in the middle along with Miles, up against the youngsters including Jackson, and that's Van Essen. He kicks the ball wide, finds his intended target. Carmichael, Peters, Chapman, good kick,
lead.
Good lead. And I tell you what, this is the MVTB, most valuable two blue, a bit like his brother, MVD, most valuable demon. At Melbourne, that's my check. Can kick.
Can kick. We're not going to put it down.
Yeah, he was in the canteen earlier today.
Yeah, he was doing his time in the canteen.
Yeah. Good kick. Splits the middle. He's pretty happy about it too. Comes to tell everyone, and he's coming over and he gives the crowd a bit of a high five. You want that, Jerry? Come on, Jerry, get on there. I'll get hold of that. That's social worthy.
Yep, he's loving it. Come over to see the young fella, I think, and high five. Young Peters Chapman is moving around, a player with so much maturity at the moment, creating space, got a lot of speed on, extremely fit, a lot of speed in his legs, wins the ball, pushes it up, then creates space further down. He's looking like he can set this game on fire today.
3-3-21, the Penguin 2 Blues, one straight. 6 Circular Head Saints at the 18-minute marks, 15-point buffer to the 2 Blues. Parsons, good lead.
Done.
Basketball background. Russell thumps it forward. Only in the hands of Van Essen. He kicks the ball up and wide. Carmichael Peters Chapman. He's got time and space. Beautiful kick earlier. That's almost similar towards my check. Why wouldn't you? Purton gets there first. Unable to take it cleanly into the hands of my check. Purton again across the boundary line under pressure there from Walker.
I see young Malachi pointing to Peters Chapman saying, who's manning this kid up? Someone's got to take him.
Saints are going to be missing Jono Freeman today.
Peters Chapman.
Peters Chapman roving from the stoppage. And he kicks it across the face, and that's his first behind or score of the game. 3-4, plays one straight. 19-minute mark, first term. Short kick, finds Harrison. Goes shorter still.
Turnover.
Oh, they're going to lose possession here, are they? No, says the umpire. Got no opportunity or prior. So he was wrapped up in the tackle was Harrison. No, Lardner. Ball up, top of the 50 for the Penguin 2 Blues. Kicking to the right of screen. Miles gives away the free kick. Tommy Parsons running underneath.
Shepherding out, yep.
Shepherding out.
I don't know what he was doing.
I'm not sure what the umpire was. Correct decision.
Yeah.
With regards to a free kick. And that kick is hit its intended target. And this is Mr. Plunkett. You going to write this one down, Gary?
I've still got the mark from the time before, so Connor, you've got to put this through.
Don't overthink it.
Because we're using biro and not pencil. I can't erase it.
Connor Plunkett. Let's see what he can do. Second time around. Oh, the ball drop.
Oh,
That's good enough.
He wasn't confident coming in to kick that's for sure.
And that's his first, and that's their fourth of the term. So they move to 4-4. Plays one straight. We're coming up to the 22-minute mark of the first term.
Circular Head have got to get some players into this midfield here to counteract Penguins' dominance in there at the moment. When you look at what they've got in Miles, a foot taller than the opposition, and with the young kids that the Blues have got in there, I would have thought that the Circular Head Saints could have matched it and win their fair share out of the centre.
Quick around the grounds. East Devonport, 11-2 the Demons, 1 point. East Devonport at the moment. They're about halfway through the second term. At Ulverston, Gary Abel is playing as Harrison kicks the ball inside forward 50 for the Saints. Anyone home? Yeah, there may be, as long as they're clean. They were able to release. Falling over was the Penguin 2 Blues. They release it back out to Davies. Davies back inboard. He's kicking to a 3-on-1. Not a good decision. I know he wants to go back inboard, but it's in the hands of Jalen Farrelly. Thanks, Jace Little. Carmichael Peters jumping. Oh, surely had his legs taken out from underneath him. No, says the umpire. Play on. Crikey, what was he looking at? There's Jalen Farrelly again. He goes by hand to a running in support.
Oh, well smothered.
Ethan Jackson. And look at the desperation there by Malachi Sheen. Hasn't gone out. And then Mychek takes it across the boundary line. And we're going to get a boundary throw-in. So at Ulverston at the moment, Gary, it is 2 behinds, plays 1 in the Cats' favour. So Cats 1 straight 6, 2 behinds to Ulverston Robins. Boundary throw-in. Good throw-in too. Davies surely will receive the free kick. Burton right up his clacker. Didn't have possession.
He's looking
up on his toes. He's looking inboard again, just telegraphing everyone. And hits Lardner. Lardner's the target. Continues forward. There's Davies. Now they go to Hamill. He gives it back to Lardner. We're right in the bumps with them. All we want to see, ladies and gentlemen, is the contest, as the ball hasn't gone anywhere from whatever Hamill and Lardner were trying to do.
They look like they can't play with freedom, Circular Head, here at the moment. They look like they've got everything pre-planned, but the plan's not working.
Execution are part of the problem. Putting them under more pressure as the ball goes inside forward 50. That mark been taken by Plunkett?
Plunkett. I don't know what's...
He has clunked it.
I'm going to say on a 50-metre penalty, probably, but... No. And our female central umpire is asking Mr. Plunkett to come back and have his shot on goal. He's not going to be directly in front. It's going to be on a slight angle. This time is a little bit further out from last opportunity. Gary. Pretty handy effort up here from him at the forward line. If he gets this one, this is his 4th shot at goal, I think. He's put one out of bounds, basically, and a couple of points. Jackson's coming off for some reason here. Blood rule. So Plunkett puts this through. It's not a bad quarter for the small forward to be able to have them amount of shots at goal in 1 quarter of football.
So Plunkett at the 23.5-minute mark, having his 4th shot on goal. He's pretty happy, but he's hit the woodwork. He was trying to ride that one home pretty early, Gary.
Poster. He keeps doing what he's doing. He's going to have plenty of practice by the end of the day anyway, Xavier. He'll get more through than he misses.
Well, maybe he's got Matthew Richardson's disease. Yep. And the goalpost too high.
Well, he wasn't that far up the goalpost for that shot either, though, mind you. He wasn't.
Kick goes wide from Tuxworth, looking for Riley. Penguin to the first back. That was through Tally O'Neill. He rolls it across the boundary line, and the umpire says, I think we're going to have a boundary throw-in. Yes. Have to check out who our female central umpire is today, Gary. At some stage, we might get to that at quarter time. Riley and Parsons, neutral.
Tiana.
And Tuxworth holds up. Mitchell Stratton got another ball up from where the boundary throwing was. Tiana Bissonella. Oh, yeah, well done, Tiana. Good to see her. Again, I haven't seen her this season. Davies inside forward 50.
Oh,
Good
that's
lead, good kick.
And look at the difference in the way that come out. Davies from centre wing lands that inside low. I think it's Lardner's hands inside the forward 50.
I'd say for both teams, Gary, there's not a lot of defensive efforts in relation to manning up. So people sort of holding their position and allowing them to do what they want. So it's a very offensive game. Lardner's shot on goal. Pretty good.
Beautiful.
Pretty damn good from outside 50. They needed it in order to be able to keep in touch. So 2 straight. Plays 4-5 at the 24 or 25 and a half minute mark of term number 1.
And a better direct play from the coach in Davies, straight from centre wing, as I said, into Lardner, into a beautiful lead. And this is the day they should be doing this. Instead of this short kicking game that creates mistakes, allows the opposition to come in and pick you off. That long kick, 40-metre kick, another one and it's a goal. Makes it a lot simpler football.
Malachi Dobson walking past there. Former Penguin 2 Blue. Riley thumps it out of the centre. Back first was Farrelly. Looks like that was a throw. And indeed it was.
Play on.
Handball received by Davies. His kick. Was that out on the full? It was.
Yep.
A bit too much of a hook on it. He received the handball from Carter Branston. So free kick will be going to Penguin. Deep inside their forward 50. Can't quite pick up who that is all the way down there.
Young Van Essen, is it way down there? No.
Number 17, I think it is. Or was it 17, 27, 50? No, Darby. It could be 57. Could have been Jackson Darby, in fact.
Yeah, right.
At the quarter-time siren, we have 4-5. The Penguin 2 Blues 29 versus 2 straight 12. Circular Head Saints. So our goal scorers for the Penguin 2 Blues, all singles. One to Connor Plunkett, should have had 3 to his name. Jay Van Essen with 1, who got the first within the first 60 seconds of the game. 1 to Zaki Mychek, who is a dead-eye when it comes to the goal face, and Joby Ray. Beautiful kick also for number 19. Circular Headmen, Lucas Lardner with the 1, along with John O'Miles, who got the receiving 50-metre penalty. So he was kicking from the goal square. So 4-5-29, Penguin 2 Blues, 2 straight 12. The Circular Head Saints, Gary Carpenter, better players.
Better players, I think, for Penguin. Look, I really do love this kid, this young Carmichael Peters Chapman. I think he sets up a forward structure with pace and his will to win the footy and wants to have a feed and can go every time. I think although everything's not working for him, he's there all the time, having a crack at it. And you put him along, I'm looking at the young ones, Connor Plunkett, small forward, sitting there, picks up could have had 4 goals basically by now, would have set his day on fire. Jordan Glover, 58, out on the flanks and out on the wings. Another young player coming through at his early stage of footy career. Incredible ability this kid's got, and I'm really wrapped in Tommy Parsons in the centre, Xavier. I think he's well underdone in size and height today, but he's absolutely given it his all for Circular Head. As much as I might say Liam's not using his possessions to the best of his ability, he's probably been the biggest kick winner at the moment in Liam Davies. Young Sheen Malachi works hard all the time, and Lardner with his pace coming through the ground, through the middle of the ground, and kicks that goal. Who have we got limping off out of the centre there? Circular Head player. And I thought Agog's a handy backman to start with. He sort of gets in a row to a big boy, but again, they've got to lift their games up and keep improving. Is that Ben Harrison?
It is.
Limping off, which would be a severe blow to the Circular Head Saints.
It is, yeah.
One of their movers off their back half that's got run and can use the ball. He looks like he's not going to go through the interchange. Doesn't have to.
It could be curtains for Benny Harrison today.
Which is a real shame.
Does he need to go through the interchange at quarter time?
No, they can just chalk him off at the interchange bench. Doesn't have to as much.
Oh, that's interesting. We'll get back to that very shortly. The rain's starting to come down too, so we've got a light sprinkle here at Wilson Holmes Park. Quick updates, Gary, with regards to the scores. Other games in the round 8 fixture for the NWFL men's seniors. 12-2-74 at half-time. The Latrobe Demons, one behind East Devonport, so 73 points the margin there. As I mentioned, it's 4-5-29 here for the Penguin 2 Blues at Wilson's Homes Park. At Saints at 2 straight 12, so 15 points the margin in favour of the home side in the round 8 fixtures. Talking about other games ongoing currently at Ulverston, the game between Ulverston and Wynyard, it is 1-3-9 the Ulverston Robins, leading 1-1-7 the Wynyard Cats, and they've got another 5 or 6 minutes to go in the first term. The game at Burnie, we aren't able to get scores as yet, although I do know that it is underway. In the women's games, in the Terry White Chemist round 8 fixtures, Penguin, as earlier on today on the live stream, we saw the 2 Blues 14-11-95, 87-point victors over the Circular Head Saints 1-8. Burnie Dockers hosted Devonport Magpies. They went down by 67 points. 10-8-68 the Magpies, 1 point the Burnie Dockers. And at Ulverston, it was the Wynyard Cats first versus second. They got the win at an away fixture, 4-7-31 by 17 points over 1-8-14 the Ulverston Robins. They had their chances there, Gary.
They did. Unfortunately,
they're unable to get over the line. In the Development League here at Wilson Homes Park, prior to the men's senior fixture, it was Penguin 16-17, 113, 99-point victors over Circular Head 2-2-14. We're going to take a quick break. We'll try and get an update with regards to Benny Harrison, maybe a score from Burnie with regards to how they're going against Devonport. Hopefully you'll be able to join us for the second quarter of the round 8 fixture from Wilson Homes Park. Welcome back to the second quarter. It's an AFL Tas live stream game for the NWFL, the round 8 fixture between Penguin 2 Blues, who are hosting Circular Head Saints. It's 2 straight Saints, 4-5-29 the Penguin 2 Blues. Gary Carpenter, you got an update with regards to Benny Harrison?
Yeah, got caught in a tackle over there and done an ankle at the moment, being taped up, and if required, he'll be back on the ground. Be interested to see how he goes. There's a fair breeze out there too, Xavier, actually, which now Circular Head are kicking with. I reckon probably a couple of goal breeze.
So that's to the right of screen, ladies and gentlemen. Hamill's been moved forward for the Saints. Blakemore just wrapped up in a tackle a minute ago, and a ball up. Winning the stoppage was Van Essen from the tap of Riley. And it went across the boundary line. We'll get another boundary throw in. To Parsons, athleticism. Gets it across to Jalen Farrelly. Handball. Goes astray. Solomon wrapped up in a tackle by Purton. He's dropped the football, and according to the umpire's incorrect disposal, advantage to the Penguin 2 Blues. They get into the hands of Carmichael Peters Chapman. Goes forward. No mark. Been able to be taken down there by Jordan Glover, who's athleticism, Gary, is providing a great option for the 2 Blues.
Yeah, they've got some options there in their forward line at the moment. You've got Glover, you've got Myercheck, you've got Peters Chapman, you've got Plunkett. They're all mobile players, apart from probably Zach, but they use Zach further up the ground, so they've got a bit of everything if they get the ball in there at the right time.
Bit of Jamie Elliott about Jordan Glover, and Van Essen receives the free kick according to umpire Benicella.
And see Tommy Searle, one I just missed, pushed back, then leads forward.
Ball goes inside forward 50. Trying to get there first was Glover. Into the hands of Purton on his non-preferred. Good mark taken by Lardner. Lardner wastes no time, brings the ball back towards the centre. That's a good mark by the young fella.
Keep use him.
He uses Glancy. He was terrific last week in the first term against Burnie. Glancy gives the handball back from once where it came. That kick, that was done by Branston, goes further field off the pack across the boundary line. We're going to get a boundary throw in.
Would have been his first game too, was it last week, Josh Glancy from the mainland?
Yeah, may have been.
I think so.
He was terrific early. He was really good against Burnie. Then we sort of didn't see him until about the fourth term.
If Circulate can win this ball...
And Farrelly caught in the tackle. Free kick going to Lardner.
Got to find some options.
Kicks. Not to the advantage of teammates. So, is that McDonald?
That's young Jacks, I would say, yes.
And over the top of the football, wrapped up in a tackle by, I think that was Tuxworth over the far side, it was. So, ball up. Parsons. The Elliott just uses his wisdom. The ball comes out to wins the stoppage, but loses the football. And so now Glover's got it. He kicks inside forward 50.
No one there.
End over end, the ball goes. And unfortunately goes 3 or 4 behind. So that's the first score there for Jordan Glover. Behind in the second term. Coming off half-back through Jake de Groot.
Every player forward of the 50 there when Jordan was moving in had an open shot. I reckon he could have run another 10 or 20 metres and took Barker on from Smithton.
Ball, centre wing position. Hayward over the top. Good tackle again. Is he going to receive the free kick? No, apparently Jackson doesn't have the football and he's going to receive it. So it's going the way of the 2 Blues. See the umpire leaving there for the Development League. Looks like one of the pilots at the airport. Wrapped up with his little suitcase. Away he goes. Ball being brought down into the hands of Glover. Check side. Across the face, one behind. Good position though by Glover in relation to his positioning. They bring the ball out quickly. They waste no time to circular head. Walker, Glancy. Again, wasting no time. Inside. That was coming through the likes of Porteous. They lose the football. De Groot. Who was that handball by? Not sure. Oh, Townsend over the top and they lose possession. It's now in the hands of Carter Branston. So Branston's got the football. He's got an opportunity to go inboard. He doesn't because look at Hayward there just standing in the centre of the circle. Elliott over the top to Hamill. Hamill in a bit of trouble as he lost the football. Not illegally according to the umpire. Jose O'Donnell wraps him up in it and Joel asks the question. And we're going to have a ball up top of the 50 with Bizanella.
Looking for support there, Hamill was 1-on-3 and no one to give the handball out to.
Elliott. Farrelly. Parsons. Townsend. Over to Peters Chapman, I think. Mrs. Purton. They get a boot on ball through Russell. The Saints. It's got a push out. No, says the umpire. Falls into the hands of Hamill across the body. It's going to go end over end. Open goal squares. They're going to get there. Bounces the wrong way. Saints are back there first through Branston. Taking it across the boundary line is Joshy Pren. Was that deliberate?
Yeah. We won't say one way or the other, but he did walk it over the line, that's for sure.
Yeah. All decisions are subjective. Into the hands of Tommy Parsons. Had no one there to compete against. Glancy, though, takes the kick from Parsons.
Yep.
And he makes them pay. And they needed it. So Josh Glancy gets his first for the day. And comes in the second term. And so they move to 3 straight. 3 straight plays, 4-7. And that's a good way to counter the momentum that the two Blues have had so far in the second term, Gary.
Yeah, got the ball from a ball up closer into the 10-yard square, where it looked like no defensive work from the Smithton guys. Quick kick by the Blues. Glancy was on the end of that around the 50-metre line, played on straight away, knew his kicking distance, and put it in for a goal. Hello, we've got something going on here.
A free kick has been given away, and a report, I think. And it's by Farrelly. And that might be against, I'm not 100% sure, but a free kick. No?
It's a red card.
Is there a card? Is it? What's going on? It's a free kick, and it's going to Vaughan Porteous. It's against Farrelly. Yeah. I think there was a report going to happen too. He gives it to Davies. Muhammad Hayward. What a kick.
That went like an absolute bullet.
Yeah, Tracer like. Look at John O'Freeman down there. He was just wondering, what on the end of that? That's because your calves aren't up to the standard at the minute, John.
He mightn't have run out there quick enough to get that. That was absolutely firepower stuff and a beautiful grab.
Was there by Hayward. Has he kicked it? Unfortunately, he's missed it. So Hayward there with his first miss of the day. Ball out now, right in front of the interchange for the Saints. Elliott's held up in a tackle by Tommy Searle. We're going to get a ball up.
A goal there, Xavier, would have made the world of difference to the Saints because that was unbelievable football. Just need to finish those opportunities, make the most of them.
So Kai Hayward, unfortunately, didn't make them pay. Getting his kick away was Plunkett from the stoppage. Overrunning the football is Mychek. A gob. Gets it to... Is that... No, that might have been...
Smothered by Jackson.
Good tackle.
Good tackle.
Great tackle. Has he been rewarded? So
yes.
Lardner will receive the free kick. Jackson didn't give the footy back. They've been asking for a few 50s. What do you think, Sal and gents? Well, look at them. They're biting their nails. Down there on the spectators' stands as the ball goes down. Farrelly, or was it Pren? He's lost a bit of confidence.
Yes.
Oh, is that over the head? No, says the umpire. And Walker gets up. There's a bit going on with Mitchell Stratton.
The tempo's gone up a little bit.
And they're fired up. Both sides. Kingston up against McDonald, I think it was. Ball comes to ground. Mitchell Stratton's able to get it to Jackson. Jackson's kick into the middle. No one able to mark the ball. Russell gets there against Purton. He's playing across half back. Jackson follows up across the body. Just to space. Searle's going to get there first. Race on between him and Agog. Agog goes to ground. He's able to get there. Doing a cartwheel's one of the Penguin boys. Before ball comes out towards Davies. Davies out towards Hayward. Hayward's got to be clean. He loses possession of the football. Who got there? I think that might have... Is that Glover? No, number 36. That's Jax McDonald. So well done, Jax.
Done really well there for a youngster to beat those two. He's come up with a bit of a limp. He's created a stoppage, what needed to happen.
So boundary throw in. Opposite side of the ground. 4-7 plays 3-1. Advantage to the two Blues. The King to the left of screen. It could have been 4 straight. Or should have been 4 straight versus 4-7. It should have been a 7-point margin. Anyway, Hayward had missed the opportunity. Russell dives on top of the football. 2 Blues pack in on top of him. Searle and Plunkett. Ball up will be the result. Halfback for the 2 Blues. See some sore Warriors from the Development League coming out of the change rooms, Gary. Zach White, check. Gets
mark.
it to Jackson and young Tommy Searle. That's a great mark under pressure from Ashagog.
He's making front position really well against Ash, and Ash has probably got to pick up a pace or two to keep up with him.
Well, that angle's a very acute one, and the distance, I think, might be outside his capacity. He's got plenty of options. Look at the leads coming thick and fast. Kicks to no one except a circular head Saints who take the mark.
Barker, is it?
Was indeed Damien. Short, Agog, long, wing, unable to take the mark. It was Hamill. It's been moved forward, fighting tooth and nail on the ground. Was Arnold. Ball going nowhere. We're going to get a ball up. We have played almost 12 minutes into the second term. 4-7 plays 3-1. Advantage to the 2 Blues. Up by 12 points. And there's a bit going on off the ball. Sheen not happy with Van Essen. Jackson not happy also with Lardner. And there's a free kick that's been given away. Where's it going?
Going to Lardner, is it?
I think the umpire's... It's going to Lardner.
Yep.
It's been given away by Jackson. I think he was trying to reach for his book. Yes, it is a report.
I'd say what happened there, I reckon, looking...
If it's a report, it's got to go 50 as well, does it not?
No. Well, they've got to pull...
They have to pull things up. The ball's going to come back. But if there's a report, I'm pretty sure free kick and then 50 metres. Is that right?
No, I won't answer you that, Xavier. I'd say what happened, though. I reckon they was jumper punching and Jackson might have got caught with one going a bit high to Lardner's chin.
So we might come back and see whether it shows up on the replay. It's now in the hands of Davies, which it was before. They pulled it up. Ball comes inboard, getting there onto his left boot. I think there might have been Walker. There's a real opportunity. I think it was Perry. Over to... what did they do? They overthought that, and Porteous misses, and it's going through for a behind. So, no, it doesn't look like we're going to get that replay, unfortunately. Might come back to that. What time would it have been? Around about the 12-minute mark. 12 to 12.5-minute mark. Farrelly brings the ball wide. Tuxworth is first there under pressure from Van Essen. It goes across the boundary line. We're going to get a boundary throw-in. 31 plays 20, 11 points to margin, favour of the 2 Blues. 4-7 plays 3-2.
Opportunity went beaking there in the goal square, in the 10-yard square, 3-1, and the Saints didn't make the most of it.
Lardner's off, by the way, so he was in that altercation, and they've had to take his jumper in. I could see Keith Billing doing so. It looks like he might have a bit of blood on his jumper. Free kick going to Riley out of that contest. Doesn't understand what it was for, was Parsons. He's asking the question. Goes wide, finds Walker. Walker had his hands on the footy a few times in this quarter.
Good pass.
His kick hits the target. Good lead. Ryder Marthick. Marthick short. Good hit up. Clancy. Is he taking the mark? Second juggle, third juggle. Does. Reminds me of Caelan House back in the day.
And Ryder Marthick's first game back for the year, I think, for the Saints also. There with a good pass, a good lead. And a good pass into Clancy.
If they get their full complement on the field and they're fit and healthy and they're all firing, they're more than competitive. He's going to go around the corner as Clancy. Cross the body. And...
point.
3-1 behind. Not what they needed. 1-1. Both in the second term to Josh Clancy. Had opportunities. Farrelly brings the ball out. That's a good looking kick. Unable to take the mark. Good attempt though. That was by Plunkett, I think. Knocks the ball out. The kick off the ground. There's a free kick. Apparently there's kicking in danger by Lukey Russell. Free kick will go to Jake de Groot. Goes short. The Butcher. Carmichael, Peters Chapman and Davies running at it. Peters Chapman wins the contest, gets the ball by hand. They try to feed it through. McDonald, back on it was Russell, Elliott, Davies, the most experienced trio in the Saints outfit. A free kick downfield. And that was given away by Plunkett. Over Thunkett again. Here comes Hayward. And he is replacing Glancy. He's just come off. Having for a bit of a breather. Where did Josh Glancy come from, Gary? You mentioned from the mainland.
Yeah, from Dosa. Is it Dosa Footy Club? I don't know.
Down south.
Yep.
Right.
No, from in the mainland, in the Essendon District Football Netball League, I think.
Okay.
Dosa, they call them.
Okay. Coast. Kick goes up towards Hamill. That's around the neck, surely by De Groot. And Bizanella says, no, I'll have it. And we will have a ball up top of the 50. Kicking to the right of screen. Circular head Saints forward line. Riley wins the tap. Doesn't go to the advantage of his teammate. That's Blakemore. Loses the football in the tackle. Ball goes to ground. And getting up off the bottom of that might have been Perry, Jasper. Riley wins it down again. Sheen, is he going to be there first? No. Beaten to it by Van Essen. Diving over the top there. It's number 49.
Stratton.
Not exactly sure who that is. Anyway, we'll come back to that. That's a good tackle. That's short. That's 360. Is that Walker?
Got him.
He's been prominent up forward with Walker. Braden. Kick. In. Has he been pushed out, Hamill? No, says the umpire. Good body work. So the mark has been taken there by Tully O'Neill. Deep in defence. Goes short. Finds Darby. Short again. Wide. Right on the boundary, O'Donnell. De Groot uses the run of Blakemore. Has a bounce. Perry's after him. He's lost the football. Didn't bounce very well. Picks it back up. Runs into Jackson. Gives it to Jackson. Jackson receives the free kick. Kicks the ball with haste.
That's a beautiful kick.
It was to Myercheck. Man with the flowing locks. They're the ones you dread. As he kicks, and that's not a good kick, and they go straight into the hands of Mohammed.
Notice players are slipping over a bit, Xavier, out there. There might have been a little bit of a moisture in the air.
A bit of dry. Oh, well, there was a bit of drizzle just prior to quarter time. Walker feeds it back to Russell, back to Walker. He's gone backwards. Oh, they're going to get out of this, are they? It looks like they might. The ball's now in the hands of Davies. Davies, that's searching left boot, out wide. His teammate, Tuxworth, hands it over to Elliott. This is a better passage of play by the Saints. Lardner, he's got opportunity. He's got to move the ball quickly. One-on-one. Goes inside. Hayward goes around. Steps one. Steps a second. Now he kicks across the body. It's up and under.
Push back.
He's asking for his teammates to do all the work. Could have put it to the advantage. Didn't. Looks like Penguin are going to come out of this. And they do so. That's through the services of Joby Ray across the body. Getting back, though, was Lardner across the body. Not a bad-looking kick, but it's just to the near side, and that's another behind. So Lucas Lardner's got 1 goal, 1 to his name.
They've definitely picked the intensity up the Saints, and it's just that final use of the body there. Final use of the ball failed in an opportunity to give a goal.
So O'Donnell gets the ball back there from De Groot, loses it in a tackle. Jackson overruns the football under pressure. They pick it up to the Saints. They find Marthick. He's having a shot on goal. It's just to the near side, though. Again, another opportunity missed. Possibly could have kicked it. Mind you, he was under a bit of pressure, Gary.
Yep.
Score now. What is that? 3-5 plays 4-7. So we're 8 points to margin in favour of the two Blues. We have a contest here at Wilson's Homes Park in the hands of Jacob Townsend. Started well. Gives it back to James King. Short. Smart. De Groot gives it back to King. That's a good way to get match fit, King.
Oh, good mark. Good kick.
Good kick. Using his smarts.
Glover.
And he made the 25-year team of the century, did he not?
Yes, he did.
Kick by Glover, inside forward 50. Clancy gets back, gets his kick, dragged down, doesn't have it. Gets to Hayward. They've got Sheehan here. Hayward decides to use the football himself by foot. Kick, was it to the advantage of his teammate? No, and getting back was Tully O'Neill. He's been good in defence.
Bit of frustration out there by the circle-led players. They should have used young Malachi there, then run past and got the handball again. It's just this indecision.
Darby goes up towards centre wing position. falls in the hands of Tommy Parsons. He's got great athleticism, the young man is playing in the ruck. Jumps onto that left boot, bit of a helicopter as it goes up towards the forward 50. Getting back there was Carmichael Peters Chapman, kicks it around the body.
Beautiful goal.
Puts his hand skyward.
Beautiful goal.
And he's got his first for the day. 1 goal, 1 to his name. Needed it. That's a settler for the Penguin 2 Blues. They're going to take the margin back out to 14 points, Gary Carpenter.
Yeah, beautiful goal by Carmichael. It didn't stem from a little bit of indecisive play up here by the Circular Saints on the grandstand wing where they could have used the 1-2, handballed it out and then run past and got a handball, turned over, went back through, got to Carmichael, come and met the ball, didn't look to do anything fancy on his own, snapped around and turned it over his left shoulder from probably 30 metres out, and a great goal to Penguin.
5-7-37 plays 3-5-23 with 21 and a half minutes into the second term. Riley wins the tap down in a good ding-dong battle with Tommy Parsons in the middle. It's in the hands of the goal kicker, Carmichael Peters Chapman. Good kick, laser-like.
Beautiful.
And that's hit young Jordan Glover right in the midriff. And he's going to be having a shot on goal. And they could capitalise here, extend that margin from 14 out to 20 points at the back end of the second term.
You've really got to appreciate these youngsters playing footy. It doesn't matter what colour they're playing for. That was tremendous football. Went and met the ball, bang around, needs to kick a goal. Jordan, and doesn't.
To the new side. So another one gone missing. So that's his third for the term. That's behind, that is. They bring the ball across the half forward. Geez, they're quick.
Yep.
The Saints with their ball movement. They're not mucking around.
Up.
It's over to Tuxworth. Hayward.
Well done.
It plays on. Goes across the body.
Has he
I
got
think
it?
he's missed it. He has. Didn't make good connection. Had a spiral. And they're the type of things that just deflate a team. 2 behinds, and they should have been 2 goals.
Unfortunate there. That was great play out of the back line. Absolutely unbelievable play. He played on. He had no need to. He played on, full of confidence.
And the head's on the bench. The coaching personnel just went down. King goes wide. Finds Blakemore. Further afield. Purton. Plenty of players available.
Glancy.
Getting back, chipping in was Glancy. Handballs the ball to Grass. Not sure you'd be giving it to a big fella, especially when they've got to bend over. You've got to make sure you hit the target. That's a good mark, a good tackle by Sheen. He's going to be receiving the free kick. Tally O'Neill calling for him. Let it go. Wouldn't want to bother arguing because you'll give away 50. Goes short. Unable to take the mark was Branston. Have they given away a free kick?
High free kick there.
And that's going to Jimmy King. Well, he's certainly working in the match fit. Uses the ball pretty well as James King. And that's no exception. Finding the captain over the far side, Van Essen. He goes short. Joel O'Donnell plays on. Long, wide. Not able to take the mark was De Groot. Ball to ground. Kicks it straight off the ground. Oh, lacks a fortune. I thought it landed in the hands of his teammate. The umpire says it's in the back.
Free kick to Searle with a goal going over the top of him.
Not so sure about that. Nonetheless, the ball goes by hand to a running Farrelly. Jarlin, big kick inside 450. Is that in the back? Use of the body. Plays on. Does Glover gives it to Plunkett. Didn't overthink it. And that's his second for the day. 1 in the first and 1 in the second. 2 goals, 2 to Connor Plunkett. And this is where, in this red time, Gary, the 2 Blues are starting to consolidate that margin against the Circular Saints.
Yeah, and a good unselfish play there by Peters Chapman over to Plunkett. And away it went. And even with the quick turnover from Searle with a free kick, got up, moved the ball on quick, give no time for the defensive zone to get back for the Circular Saints. Yeah, and they're making the most of the red time. We're sitting at the 25-minute mark. Circular head, you've got to win this ball. You've had a pretty handy quarter. Need to get a goal before the siren.
Young Kingston's inside against Tommy Parsons, 2 Morris Regional College one an old scholar and current student. Ball comes down. Walker gets his kick.
Now
finds
make the
his
most of it.
teammate. Branston goes short again. Good follow on there. I think that's by Sheehan.
Malachi, I don't know whether he's too far out on that angle.
It's on his right side for a left footer.
Haven't got a lot of time. I don't know whether there's any space for anyone to open up for him either.
Coming up to the 26-minute mark. Mason Brown right in behind him. So, it's going to put it on the socials as well. Let's see what Malachi Sheehan can do. Brought to you by Sabuto. In fact, he's not a left footer, he's a right footer, and that is out to the near side.
Yeah.
And one behind, and that's again a disappointing end for the circular head men. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 behinds this quarter, Gary.
Yeah, no, had the opportunity, and that was a bit beyond Malachi's range. But unfortunately, there was no space for anyone to get into.
Blakemore up the back.
Oh, great mark,
Tommy Searle held it front. Farrelly came over the top. Hika receives the handball on the run. He's been chased by the Saints, but he's too quick, too agile. His kick finds his intended target. Centre wing position over the far side of the ground to Purton. Purton gives it to the run of O'Donnell. O'Donnell goes forward by foot. Finds Glover. Is that Glover?
Yep.
No.
Oh, Jax O'Donnell.
Jax McDonald. And right on the siren there. His kick, unfortunately, ends proceedings for the second term. So, 6-8-44, the Penguin 2 Blues. 6-8-44 to Circular Heads 3-7-25. So for the Penguin 2 Blues, they kicked 2 goals 3 that quarter. Circular Head kicked 1 goal 7. So they had plenty of opportunity, Gary, and currently they are 19 points down on the Penguin 2 Blues. Goal kickers for the 2 Blues at the moment. So 2 Blues, 2 to Connor Plunkett, 1 to Carmichael Peters Chapman, Jay Van Essen, Zach Myercheck and Joby Ray. For the Circular Head side, the 3 goals going to Lucas Lardner and Jonathan Miles, both in the first term, and the only goal scorer in the second, Josh Glancy. Quick summary and synopsis of the first half, Gary Carpenter.
A good quarter of football here, Xavier, with Circular Head Saints going with a bit of a slight breeze, and if they could have been straight in front of goal, would have really been back on. I think could have been possibly in front and had the momentum going into three-quarter time. Penguin are there. They've held their ascendancy, and it's been through these young players in Peters Chapman. And I think Jackson had a great quarter that quarter, the Penguin coach, and they come at him a fair bit in the opposition ranks and absolutely tackled him and harassed him. But he stood up as a coach should do, as a playing coach, and I think Jackson had a really great quarter. Plunkett, as I said, Peters Chapman, and again Glover, Tully O'Neill, Tommy Parsons. Tommy Searle come up and took a couple of nice grabs there and plays on quick. He's not holding on to the ball. He's getting away and moving in with the game quick. For Circular Head, again, their coach is going okay, and Liam is using the ball better that quarter, kicking longer, a much better user of the ball. Lucas Lardner has been great. Ash is okay. Kai Haywood missed a couple of goals, but I've got to give him credit because he's not a very big guy. He creates some space down there and he makes the most of his opportunities. And Josh Clancy was okay also for the Circular Head Saints in that quarter X. But all in all, it's been a pretty handy contest, just not closing the gap on the scoreboard. So
and that's where they need to, and that's where they need to make sure that they consolidate to the Circular Head Saints. So currently at half time here from Wilson Holmes Park, we see a 19-point advantage to the Penguin 2 Blues, 6-8-44, leading Circular Head Saints 3-7-25. Around the grounds, currently it is 1 behind at East Devonport to the Swans, 15-4-95 Latrobe Demons, and they're halfway through the third quarter. At half-time at Ulverston, it is 4-4, in the second term, my apologies, 4-4, the 28, the Ulverston Robins, 5-3, 33, the Wynyard Cats. So the Cats are currently up. But there's a bit of an upset on the cards going on at West Park, Gary Carpenter. 7-4 at half-time. Bernie Dockers, 46, 3-7-25. The Devonport Magpies. And that is a bit of a turn-up for the books, considering that the Magpies have not lost a game in the last 3 years.
Well, it's a turn-up. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I think if you look at the form of Burnie in the last couple of 3 weeks, they've got some real momentum, and those young'uns that Bing has been playing in the last 12 months, 2 years, starting to come through and become adult footballers, and they might have been kicking with the wind at West Park too, not as much here, but we'll see what it is at the end of the game, because I know one thing for sure, Xavier, Devonport have the power to fight back no matter what the score is, and if they're down, it's going to be a heck of a game in there for the next half.
We're looking forward to seeing what the result will be at the end of today's proceedings. But so far here from Wilson Homes Park, we see Penguin 2 Blues with a 19-point margin up against the Circular Head Saints, 44 plays 25. We're going to take a break from Wilson Homes Park, and we'll be back with the second half at the end of the break. and they move to 2-3. Secretly, making hard work of it. Touchwood just comes straight back from where it came. Glover almost took mark of the year by Lardner. Goes inboard, finds Elliott. Oh, is that 50? Umpire, no, he can play on. Gives it to Hamill. Hamill from outside 50. Lays the leg into it.
Kick
And a free
downfield.
kick downfield.
That's better football.
And it is much better football. They're looking to go the quickest way home. The only problem is they're telegraphing it. It was Jacob Townsend, I think, that's given away the free kick there. And there's a few boys, Lardner and Elliott, getting in his way. And is that Big Miles?
Big Miles.
And Miles has got the first for Carmichael Peters Chapman. Good kick. Good lead. And I tell you what.
You need.
Yep. Good kick. Splits the middle. He's pretty happy about it too. Comes to tell everyone, and he's coming over and he gives.
Can't erase it.
Connor Bunker. Let's see what he can do. Second time around. Oh, the ball drop. That's good enough.
He wasn't confident coming in to kick that. That's for sure.
Again, I haven't seen it this season. Davies. Inside forward 50. Good lead. Good kick.
And look at the difference in the way that.
It's in relation to manning up. So people sort of holding their position and allowing them to do what they want. So it's a very offensive game. Lardner shot on goal. Pretty good.
Beautiful.
Pretty damn good from outside 50. Into the hands of Tommy Parsons. Had no one there to compete against. Clancy, though, takes the kick from Parsons.
Yep.
And he makes them pay. And they needed it. So Josh Clancy gets his first for the day. It comes in the second term. And so they move to 3 straight. 3 straight plays, 4-7. And that's a good way. Goes up towards centre wing position. Falls in the hands of Tommy Parsons. He's got great athleticism. The young man is playing in the ruck. Jumps onto that left boot. Bit of a helicopter as it goes up towards the forward 50. Getting back there was Carmichael Peters Chapman. Kicks it around the body.
Beautiful goal.
Puts his hand skyward.
Beautiful goal.
And he's got his first for the day. 1 goal, 1 to his name. Needed it. That's in the hands of the goal kicker, Carmichael Peters Chapman. Good kick. Laser light.
Beautiful.
And that's hit. The umpire says it's in the back.
Free kick to Searle with a goal going at the top of him.
Not so sure about that. Nonetheless, the ball goes by hand to a running Farrelly. Jarlin, big kick inside 450. Is that in the back? Use of the body. Plays on. There's Glover. Gives it to Plunkett. Didn't overthink it. And that's his second for the day.
No space for anyone to get into.
Blake Moore up the back.
Oh, great mark.
Tommy Searle held it front. Farrelly came over the top. Ika receives.
Officer Reserve.
Welcome back to the second half here from the round 8 fixture between the Penguin 2 Blues and Circular Head Saints. Glancy gets his handball away. They lose possession of the Saints and across half back. They mop up. They're going to might have to turn the lights on. It's getting a little bit dark here at Penguin.
The lights are coming on.
There you go. Jalen Farrelly. I'm losing my marbles. Gary's lost his pen.
Yeah, I don't know what I've done with it.
Hashagog. There you go. Use that one, Gary.
No, I've got one.
I come prepared. I'm a good Boy Scout.
You bring them all from school, I reckon, Xavier, do you? No pens there Monday morning.
Congratulations. I believe you were also the runner-up, second prize in the raffle gate.
Am I? Gee, that's tremendous. I wonder what I've received today.
Well, by the way, I ran into the King's father outside. Would like to have a word a bit later on as Perry's wrapped up in a tackle by my check and we'll get a ball up. Centre wing position. Jono Freeman having a chat with the spectators down there. Ball comes out to Gardner, goes wide. Up with the task is Tuxworth. He's actually played really well out there on that far wing. So the better of McDonald kicks inside forward 50. Hamill, Sammy goes to give it off. Beaten there by Farrelly. Loses possession. Away they go. Through to Groot. Advantage given. Carmichael Peters Chapman. Tracer like his kicking has been today. Hits Myercheck. He goes further afield. Purton looking to stand on the back of a Gog. Unable to do so. Is that a free kick to Davies? He jumps on top of him. No, says the umpire. Ball goes to ground. We're going to get a ball up inside the forward 50. Kicking to the right of screen is the Penguin 2 Blues. They lead 6-8-44. Circular Head 3-7-25. 19 points the margin. We're almost 2 minutes into the first term. Ball comes down. Gets to. Wrapped up in a tackle. Was that
Peters Chapman?
It was Peters Chapman. Purton applying the tackle on the Glover. Kick towards Jackson. He wins. Kicks across his body with the check side, but straight to a goal who's standing on the last line of defence. That was good by the Circular Head Saint. A lot of teams don't do that, unfortunately.
No.
They just watch the football instead of position themselves. So a Gog, good defensive measure. Finds the target. Davies under pressure from Peters Chapman.
It's finding somewhere to go. There's plenty of gap. No, they've closed that up now.
He comes straight down the spectator side of the ground, the majority of, and that's the Glancy. Glancy's kick, long, up, to the advantage of Parsons, the athletic young man. Gets the ball, follows up with a tackle on Sheen. Is that in the back? No, says the umpire. Following up there was Branston. Branston knocks it forward, then along with Porteous. Porteous
could have been a free.
Goes to the advantage of the 2 Blues, and they get their kick away. That might have been through Farrelly. Farrelly finds a target in Peters Chapman. Causing some headaches, this young man. Look at that kick. Beautiful. Inside 450. Was that a hands to a Gog first? No mark according to the umpire. The ball goes wide. Oh, working back and doing all the hard work is Mohammed. Loses the football. Searle feeds it back out. Showing the dummy is Van Essen having a shot on goal. The captain has missed and he's to the near side. So it's one behind the first score of the second half. And
great work by Tommy Searle inside those pack situations. He's really come alive in the last couple of minutes here. Beautiful work, good bullocking work and getting the ball out with quick and precise handballs.
Certainly has. Tuxworth's the target there by Davies. Unable to take the mark under pressure. Ball goes to ground and goes across the boundary line. We'll get a boundary thrown. You mentioned maybe throwing Luke Russell forward, Gary, for the second half.
Yeah, you look across the Circular Saints lineup here now, and they've got Liam sitting back here on Plunkett. They've got a lot of their better ball players going defensive. They need somebody forward of centre, and probably Luke Russell, Liam could be further up the ground at times and give them something to kick to.
Myercheck in front of a Gog. Searle wrapped up in a tackle. So he lost possession. Gone across the boundary. No, it's holding the football according to the umpire. And it might be Gardner that receives the free kick. Where is Luke Russell currently?
I'm trying to find him. You think if you put Luke Russell on James King would be a better matchup. It'd stretch Penguin a little bit. They've got to find another guy to go back on the Luke with a couple of inches taller. And a good user of the ball, Luke. I just can't pick him up where he is at present.
Good pick up there by Blakemore under pressure. Tries to get the handball to the advantage of Jackson. He's quick by hands. Feeds it out. Purton back to Myercheck inside. Usually sharp on goal. Not a bad looking kick, but it goes across the face, and that's through for their second behind of the turn. So, 1 goal, 1.
That's
Zach
it now, it's
Mychek.
open.
There's Hamill, centre of the ground. That's quick. He's going to go short. Unable to take the mark, but he gets to receive the free kick. That'll be Hayward.
Now the Saints have got to push forward at the right time. They're blocking the holes up though.
I think Russell's on the interchange. They kick the ball. Cross towards half forward. Tully O'Neill is able to bring the ball to ground, and it goes across the boundary line. Is it 5 or 4 on the interchange?
4.
4. So he must be out on the
He's
ground.
gone
So
the
there
ground,
he is. He's at the back of the stoppage. There he is.
No, he is too. So
There, ball in
he's
hand
got the
now.
ball.
Across the body. Kicks inside forward 50. Is not to the advantage of his teammate, and Darby takes the mark in front of Sammy Hamill. Short. Jackson. Beating Russell. Kicks the ball wide. O'Neill. Darby. He's run on. Interchange of plenty here.
Courage
Good courage there.
by Marthick.
Marthick always wrapped up in the tackle. Doesn't lose the football. Is able to get it to Townsend. Purton. Steps right around. Elliott. Van Essen. Oh, has he done a hamstring? No, says the umpire.
Stretched him anyway.
Certainly did. Glover across the body. And I think he's kicked his first.
Well
Geordie
done, young
Glover.
man.
So Geordie Glover goes to 1 goal 3. And that was good work there by the young man. Pushing off the would-be tackler and snapping across his body, and that's his first.
Yeah, come to meet the ball beautifully. Not sitting back and waiting for something to happen. Creating the game, coming to the ball, picks it up and turns around. They're having a great game, these young guys. In both sides, the young ones are really standing up in both teams.
27 points to margin, 7-10, plays 3-7, 52, plays 25. We have played 7 minutes, 7.5, in fact, of the third term.
You'd imagine if John O'Freeman was available down there, it would stretch Penguin to no end if he was on the forward half.
Ball to ground, absolutely. Being picked up by Lardner, who's jumping around in saddlecloth number 49. Handball back to Branston. Hamill across the body, hasn't gone 15. They're going to get out of this through Van Essen of the Penguin 2 Blues. Feed it back. Chain of handballs. By foot. Plunkett inside the centre. Look at Peters Chapman with speed on the outside of the boot, trying to kick to the advantage of Jackson. Goes over the top of his defender, and he runs into an open goal. And that was Barker, who was unable to stop Ethan Jackson. That's his first for the day. And they're starting to really cement themselves early in this third term. And that margin just gone from 27 points to 33, just like that, Gary.
Yeah, luck's a fortune there, and unlucky from Barker. So the ball bounced over his head. But again, Peters Chapman with pace on the wing, come to meet the ball, turned around, played on, absolutely took the game on and poked it into Jackson. And again, luck's a fortune. The ball went over Barker's head. Jackson runs into open goal.
8-10, 58, plays 3-7, 25. Coming up to the 9-minute mark of the third term. Been all Penguin this quarter.
It'd be frustrating back there for the vice-captain Barker. He got knocked out a couple of weeks ago, so it's great to see him back, but was playing in front.
Plunkett releases. Blakemore cross centre-half back to centre-half forward, just like that. Searle. Agogdo gets back first. Hands it over to Davies, who held his space well. Uses that beautiful left foot. Hayward hands it over to Walker. Walker's got to get rid of the football. Does. Under pressure. Kick doesn't go where he would like it to. And so Darby and Stretton work together. Back towards Glover in the midfield. Farrelly, front and centre. Goes short to a leading Carmichael Peters Chapman. He's causing them a world of hurt.
Oh,
good kick. Great mark. That's leadership in spades. Ethan Jackson in front of Barker.
He probably could make the distance from there, but he's looking for a short. He's playing Purton. No.
Malachi Sheen chipping in front of Purton. Goes short. Glancy. Needs some movement. Gets it. The people are running just straight into where others are already situated. Marthick being one of those. Ball goes back.
I just can't understand that, Xavier. The ruck when the tall went back for a 20-metre backward kick and then kicks it back to where he probably should have been.
Hayward was the target, missed it. Tully O'Neill on the receiving. Gets it back from Stretton.
Stretton.
Brushes off two to would-be tacklers. Has a shot on goal. Tully O'Neill misses.
Slowing down, Circlet Saints are. They seem to be running out a bit of steam. Players have got to continue to create opportunity.
Yeah, they seem a bit stagnant at the moment. They're not playing
like they were in the second quarter, that's for sure.
No, not with initiative. So at the moment,
that's
there's
better.
Luke Rusty Russell dusting off the cobwebs, kicks in towards the centre of the ground, hands it over there to Tully O'Neill. He feeds it on, and they go wide and find Glover. Glover, short, kick, almost hits the target, the intended target. That being Glover, in fact, it was Peter Chapman to Glover. So Mohammed.
Good
kicks. Marthick coming over the top, and that's Peters Chapman. They've found one here at Two Blues Central.
He's going to be an unbelievable footballer, this young fella, and absolutely enjoying today. You can see the smile right across his face. He's having a ball out there today. He didn't do too well with that, though, Xavier. Turn that over.
No. Agog. Big Ash. Is he coming out to where his teammates are currently laying on the ground under a bit of trial? Girasse, good mark. Plunkett. And ball's being held up, according to the umpires. They try to take the player from the field. I think he's got some cramp. It looks like it could be Perry. So Jasper Perry's going to be making his way off the ground. Dr. Billing sorting him out. Oh! Ethan Jackson standing on the top of the MVTB.
What a mark. What a mark.
Zachy Myercheck. You'll see that on the socials, ladies and gentlemen, during the week. And a good kick into the hands of the man that's been lining it up in this third term, Carmichael Peters Chapman. Be kicking right on his distance.
This deserves a goal, young fella. Put it through to give your side the real upper hand here.
13-minute mark of the third term. Ethan Jackson, Carmichael Peters Chapman. You write that one down, Gary.
He's
splits the middle. And the hey diddle diddle. Well done to Carmichael Peters Chapman. That's his second for the game. And I'd suggest he's possibly becoming one of, if not the most influential player out on the ground.
He's been an incredible player across this half forward. Just prepared to run and run and run and run. His work ethic is unbelievable. Not always sort of receiving the ball in the best fashion, but his work ethic's incredible. Sets a beautiful example for the other young men around him. And they've got 3 or 4 really great players across here in the future, Penguin have. Just got to keep working them out. That was a crack of a mark by Jackson. I reckon Zach's still got a bruise on the back of his shoulders there somewhere.
Well, that'll be on the highlight reel, and there's no doubt about that. So when they do their review, Gary, that might be on repeat.
Could be on Mark of the Year this year for the Advocate goal and Mark of the Year.
Nate Kingston got his handball straight up and down. Penguin Two Blues run away with it. It's now in the hands of Farrelly. It's come off cross half back, inside forward 50. He kicks, and it lands in the hands of Warwick Purton, running with the flight of the football. And he's going to be kicking from just outside the goal square, about 15 metres out, on quite an acute angle according to the umpire. So he'll have to go, well, one would imagine will go across his body.
I don't know what's happened with the Circular Saints in the centre.
They've stopped, haven't they?
Yep. Yeah.
And Purton put that one down. So Warwick Purton does a lot of defensive work up front. for the Penguin 2 Blues, and he's getting some honest reward on the scoreboard. They extend that lead to the 2 Blues, and they are just marching on at the beat of their own drum currently.
It looks like Elliott and Sheehan about the ones with the credentials in the centre for circular head. They might have to find another mix-up. It's been too easy for them the last few minutes for the Blues.
Certainly has. A little bit going off the ball too inside the circular head forward line. So they're looking to try and block Farrelly from coming through. He still comes through now, and they win the football. 2 Blues, yes they do. And guess who's on the end of it? Farrelly,
Yep.
what does say? Gets his handball back as he found his teammate.
He's
under
on
a bit
the
of
ball,
pressure. Hayward wrapped up in a tackle, taken across the boundary line. Was that across the shoulder? According to the umpire, it was. So free kick given away by Jacob Townsend. So Hayward kicks long, looking for Mohammed. Over the top with the double fister. O'Donnell comes down to McDonald. McDonald to Townsend. Goes wide. Pren. Short. Good kick. MVTB. Zach Mychak.
They're all leading. Got to keep creating space. Keep creating. Keep running.
Purton's the option. Kicks a little bit too high. Allows Davies to get there. Sheehan goes to ground. Purton on top of him. Ball comes out. Purton's won it. Got his handball. Gives it to Glover. Goes around. Kicks to the outside of the boots. It's going to cross the face. Oh, the bounce almost came through. But it's 4-1 behind.
The work ethic has just dropped off across the team for circular head. They've really got to, someone's got to stand up.
It's 47 points the margin. 10-12 plays 3-7, 72 plays 25.
Oh, bad kick in.
That was a bad kick in. Unfortunately, they're going to get another shot on goal, the 2 Blues. And you can see the despondency, just that ripple effect coming around the circular head Saints and Tommy Searle.
Tommy will get one free of charge. No work involved in to get this one. Make the most of it.
Commentator's curse has been put on him.
I won't mark it down, Tommy.
So it comes in. Ooh, close to the man on the mark, and he's missed.
He's missed. I noticed his dad was standing up there watching a while ago. He would about to go home and give him a few kicking lessons, I reckon.
Might give him a bit of a surly response. A bit later on tonight. Davies falls over. However, he's able to get around the braided one. Loses the football with his kick. Goes to Townsend. Makes them pay. So Jacob Townsend, he gets his first for the day. And that is into the third term. And Gary, we haven't even hit the 20-minute mark.
No.
And we are now out over 50 points. It was only 19 points as Luke Russell comes off for a breather for the Circular Head Saints.
The game's really opened up here, unfortunately. The contest is gone at the moment. I don't know what Circular Head can do to get themselves back into the game, but it starts here in the midfield, in this centre, and they've got to stand up. Elliott's in there trying to get his players in the right spot. First and foremost, go one-on-one and make sure you create another contest.
11-13, 79 to 3-7, 25. Coming up to the 18.5-minute mark of the third term. Miles wins it down. No one there for him, though. Looks like Penguin's going to be on top of it first. And a free kick will be going to Plunkett. Not so sure about that, but it was a reasonable tackle by Elliott. Elliott, kick goes lateral. Blakemore plays on, loses his footing. His kick, though, hits the target, and Townsend. Man up, circular head. Townsend kicks inside forward 50. Nobody home for the Saints. And an easy, as you please, mark to Ethan Jackson. Not as spectacular as his last effort, though, Gary.
No, I had no one to stand up on there, but didn't need to. It was a beautiful kick in from Townsend from the far wing, straight into the centre, in the front of goal, and Jackson comes out and marked. Again, like you said, stand up, Saints. They have to stand up. So
Ethan Jackson in the sunshine here at 2 Blues, Wilson Holmes Park.
Straight through.
Got his second. And Ethan Jackson having a third term to remember. And the Penguin 2 Blues be pretty happy with how things are panning out against Circular Head Saints. So 6 v 7th at the moment. It's quite a margin between the two teams in their positions on the ladder. It's been displayed 12-13, 85, 3-7, 25. So it's 10 goals the margin in favour of the two Blues. Gary?
I think young Lardner might have to come back into the midfield here, try and give him some bulk and some power in there. It's not working. Again, I sort of said that before, it's not working. Actually, he has rocked up into the centre. So we'll see what happens this time.
So ball goes up and comes down in the hands of Stratton. Late inclusion, named as an emergency. Really contributing against Circular Head today. Ball still hasn't left. There's Stratton again, working hard, the young man. Using his bulk, gives it to Peters Chapman. Look at that, explosive from the stoppage, kicks the ball out wide. Gardner gets there first. Goes one way, turns the back the other, then comes in short. Is that 15 metres? According to the umpire it is. Davies takes the mark. Peters Chapman can't move, so he steps around him now, goes with that left boot. Long, over the back. Unfortunately, Circular Head are unable to take the mark. That might have been Porteous. Ball comes to the ground. First there is Mohammed. He looks to give a handball off. Still searching for a handball. Finally gives it over to Branston. Branston's kick inside forward 50 though. It just falls into the hands of O'Neill and they're away here through McDonald. So McDonald goes wide. Good mark taken there by Farrelly in front of Porteous. He decides to go back. Is that McDonald again? I think it is. No, it's Plunkett. So Plunkett goes wide. Back towards the centre, across the face. Good mark has been taken there by the King. Short. Not to the advantage of Searle. Big thump there by Agog. Elliott hands it back to Riley. Drops the football. Parsons held when he doesn't have it. Follows back up. Releases a handball into the middle. No one's there. Taking it as Barker. Under pressure. Loses the football. Blakemore steps 1, 2. Then delivers across to Peters Chapman. Good cut of a young man too, is Peters Chapman. That's a laser-like, tracer-like bullet.
Don't they play well together, these two, Peters Chapman and Jordan Glover? When one gets and the other one's in that forward structure, knows exactly where he's going with the footy. Oh,
that's a poor kick, straight to the man on the mark. So Jacob Hamill takes it, gives it to Davies. Davies to Russell's, back on the field. He goes short, and he's just turned the footy over. So mark taken there by Glover, kicks inside forward 50. The target was the braided one, the MVTB couldn't take it. So through Davies now to Hayward. The Saints
have got to push forward.
Are trying to go marching back in. Unfortunately, they can't get out of the defensive half. Davies puts his hands up. He's exasperated. Goes short. He's looking for someone or something. Over. That was Lardner. Picking it up was Blakemore. Feeds it back out to McDonald. He steps inside on the non-dominant side. Kicks. Finds his target in Stratton. Mitch goes short. Looking for the leading Purton. Couldn't take the mark. Under pressure. Follows back up. Taken down the tackle. Was that in the back? No, according to the umpire, that's holding the football. So Lardner will take the free kick. Goes wide. Mark taken over the far side. I think that might be Walker. Barker it is indeed.
Out to Glancy, is it?
It is Glancy. Hugging the wing, Mohammed should have taken the mark, didn't. Under pressure by Darby, ball goes across the boundary line. 85 plays 25, 10 goals the margin.
I don't know whether it'd be worth moving the Gog down, Ash down to the half-forward line. I think the game's gone, so you've got to try and attack and kick goals. Give them a target down there. Give someone to kick to. He's the tallest guy Smithton have got.
Don't mind it. Russell loses the football, but it's able to come out to Hamill. He feeds it back to Barker. Barker on that left boot. Kick wasn't to the advantage of his teammates. Working hard, and unfortunately being held without it, but he's going to win the free kick. And that's going to, I think that's Perry. It's on the ground.
He's slow getting up.
Or is it Davies?
Davies.
It's Liam Davies.
Might have caught one down low.
12-13, plays 3-7, coming up to the 25-minute mark. Third term. He'd be just looking for this quarter to end, I'd imagine.
I would think so. And there's still enough time to get 4 or 5 goals.
Oh, steps one way, then gets back on his trusty left. Hits a target. Goes out wide, just Walker. Branston He's got Russell further. He's slow. Is he going to go there? No, he's going to go inside forward 50. Just going to give the footy back up.
Yep.
Mark taken there by the King.
Bad kick again. Set Penguin up. Easy win. Turn over the footy.
What position was he put in the 25-year team of the century? Was it the back pocket?
Back pocket, half-back flank. Jimmy, over the 4 grand finals that Penguin played through in their 2010-11 period, I would rate Jimmy King as one of the most consistent players Penguin had in the back half. So, and a great user of the footy.
He's a bit disappointed there in Jack's McDonald. Could have taken the mark. Ball comes back in. It's his direct opponent that now has it, and that being Ryder Marthick against James King.
James had played 2 roles. He could go man on man. He could run off and play away from his opponent and read the game well. And there's an extremely fortunate skill that he had.
No mark. Ball comes down. It's now in the hands of Ray. Then it goes across the face. King, handball, rush behind. So rush behind there to circular head. And that's their first score of this third term.
And he was really efficient on both feet. Xavier left or right. That's Liam Davies.
It's Liam Davies. He's looking for the free kick. Doesn't get it. Well, he does get it.
Does get it.
Well, apparently Jake de Groot went above the shoulders. Kick came out.
Mark.
Oh, it was a mark, was it?
Yeah, they probably should have been.
Well, the umpire said
could have
that's
been
in the back. Yeah, no, he said it was play on. It was in the back. So Liam Davies
could put a goal on the board.
Yeah, I'll put it down.
Yeah, you put it down, will you?
Yeah, I'll put it down. And it'll be 1-1 to the Saints. And it might be a good way to finish the quarter, to be honest. Close my eyes, hope for the best.
Yes, he's got it.
He's got it. The boys, the Saints, do get around him. Chancy Billings, Sally Elliott, pretty happy with that part of the Saints quarter. And they're much to smile about in this third term. It's 12-13-85, plays 4-8-32 at the 27.5-minute mark. Gary Carpenter.
Yeah, they'll be looking forward to the end of this quarter because after half-time they've just been blown away, absolutely blown away off this park. They would have went in at half-time really confident, could have come out and thought, we've got this game, we can get a win, hit one of our wins for the year, but absolutely been dominated in this third quarter by the 2 Blues.
Parsons wins the tap against Riley, the much bigger opponent. Sheehan goes back after the football. Oh, well fed by the Penguin 2 Blues in the hands of Plunkett. Kick, though, to space. A Gog has taken the mark. And is that 50?
Yep.
It is, according to the umpire. Just a little bit overzealous.
Yep.
Is that Glover? I think it might have been.
Yes.
So a Gog will take it back up. There might be time available. Let's see if they can move the ball quickly. Don't go laterals. Let's start moving it forward. They've got Lardner in the middle of the ground. He's gone wide.
Wide to Davies.
Oh, Lardner might be under a bit of
Now
pressure.
Now
he's got it. So, there's the siren. Can you believe it? So, at three-quarter time at Wilson Holmes Park, it is the Penguin 2 Blues. 12-13-85 to circular head 4-8-32. In that third quarter, 6 goals, 5 to the Penguin 2 Blues, 1 goal, 1 to circular head Saints. Goal kickers for the Penguin 2 Blues. We have 2 to Carmichael Peters Chapman, 2 to Ethan Jackson, one of those courtesy of that excellent mark that he took, and 2 to Connor Plunkett. Singles to Jay Van Essen, Zach Myercheck, Warwick Purton, Joby Ray, Jacob Townsend and Jordan Glover for circular head. Goal kickers are as follows: Liam Davies, Lucas Lardner and Josh Glancy. For a quick synopsis, better players. And what circular head might be able to do in that final fourth term? Gary Carpenter.
Yeah, they was just completely blown away, blown off the park, and it was by an efficient Penguin side that wanted to run. There was a bit of to and fro, a fair bit of physical contest in the first few minutes, and Penguins come out on top. I think that number 2, Carmichael's Peters Chapman, just keeps on rolling across from the centre work area right deep into the goal square. Has been an outstanding player. Jackson led from the front as a coach, kicked a couple of nice goals and took an absolute crack of a mark. But what you saw in Penguin was some of the other players that hadn't had a lot of possessions early in the game come through. The younger ones started to get the touch of the ball, young Darby and so forth. Tully O'Neill stood up, and even James King in the back half started to read the play. I think they've got this game home won and done easy. It will show to see how they come out and really want to put Smithton away. If they do that, they can make themselves a great win. What I think Circular Head needs to do, it's very hard to find good players for Circular Head. Liam still gets plenty of touches the footy. Got to use the ball properly and use it well. Agog stands there and gets a kick or two occasionally. Glancy's okay. And they come and go. Lucas Lardner, put him straight in the middle and away he goes. He starts to win the footy again. Sit him down in full forward where you want him to. The ball doesn't get to him. So they're caught in that situation. What do they do? I think I'd make some moves. I'd use this as a learning phase this last quarter. Change the whole structure around. Probably bring Agog to centre half forward to see what he can do there, or full forward. Leave Gardner, put your best players on the ball. Let your back half stand up and be one-on-one. Just continue to try and work that ball out of the centre and give those forward players the opportunity to get on the end of it and kick a goal. But don't be hesitant to make a change. Try a player or two in a different spot. Give them the opportunity to become part of this game in this last quarter.
Let's see what they could do, and with the movement with the Magnets by Liam Davies and the coaching fraternity at Circular Head in this final term. Hopefully some wise words there by Gary Carpenter will be heeded by the coaching committee at Circular Head. In the AFL game, so around the grounds, we see at full time 25-20, 170, the Sydney Swans. Richmond 8-56, and I bet they're glad that's over. 114-point drubbing. The Tigers up in Sydney. Around the grounds in the NWFL Senior Round 8 fixture at East Devonport, it is 117 at three-quarter time. The Swans 22-9, 142. The Latrobe Demons. At about 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, Ulverston 7-6, 48. Wynyard Cats at Ulverston 9-5, 59. So 11 points to the margin. That is a close one. At Burnie, well, momentum has shifted, Gary, as one would have thought. 9-12, 66, 20 points up on the Burnie Dockers, 7-4, 46 at three-quarter time. And as I mentioned here at Dial Park, Wilson Homes, 12-13, 85. The Penguin 2 Blues, Circular Head are 4-8, 32. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back for the final term. We hope you can join us shortly. Jackson. Everything. Chancy Billings, Sally Elliott, pretty happy with that part of the Saints quarter. Welcome back to Wilson Homes Park, part of the Dial Park Regional Sports Complex for the round 8 fixture on AFL Tas live stream between the Penguin 2 Blues and the Seagull Saints. Well, up to half time, there was a contest. Right now, it's well in favour of the 2 Blues after kicking an enormous amount of goals, 6 goals, 5 in fact, in that third term, and they now lead quite easily, in fact by 53 points. Ball goes inside the forward 50 for the 2 Blues. It's in the hands of MVTB. That most being Zach Mychak. He hits his target, and I believe that might be Glover. Or is it Peters Chapman?
Peters Chapman.
Peters Chapman. They look very familiar, very similar, the 2 boys.
They've got the same type of stance and walk with wide shoulders and their elbows out.
Nice and cocky. It can be on today. 12-13 versus 4-8. Peters Chapman.
That's a beautiful...
No, it's down to the right. So, we put the Moz on him, and the Moz stays. So, Carmichael Peters Chapman, that's his second behind for the day. So, he's kicked 2 goals too.
Good
ball
take.
to the centre of the ground.
Yeah, no, not
Gives it to running Russell.
And again,
to Sheehan, back to Russell. Goes short, wide, asking Hayward to do some work. Up to the task.
Saints started off with a better centre structure there, and they've actually lost the first one, but they've got it out of deep in defence.
Good double fist there by O'Donnell over the top of Elliott. Ball comes to ground. Jackson feeds it back, and they feed it back to the King. Oh no, it's not the King. It's O'Neill.
Well taken.
O'Neill, it's kick. Marked by Jackson, leading from the front. Goes further afield and wide and finds Joel O'Donnell. Something the Saints need to work on. Bit of bumper bar stuff, stopping the runners from defence coming through. Jackson brings the ball back inside and finds Darby. Darby plays on, kicks the ball wide. Good effort there by Hamill. Farrelly, front and centre. Feeds it back in by hand to Darby. Back to Farrelly. They go to Plunkett. Over to Parsons. Parsons kick. Hits the leading MVTB. The braided one. Zachy Mychak. He's got the opportunity here to have a shot on goal. He's going to take it. That wind wouldn't be...
It's nearly died down, I'd say, isn't it?
Yeah, too difficult for him to be able to penetrate, one would have thought. And kicking from outside 50. No, it doesn't have the thighs like his brother. And that was not that good an effort.
Well short of the distance.
Certainly was. And there's the big ruckman. I think I've called him Riley all day. It's Miles. Kick on goal. Goes across the face. I think that might have been Peters Chapman.
Yeah, the sting's gone out of the game early.
As they go wide, the Saints then bring it back in front of goal. And here in the background, asking for them to move, boys. That's the Saints to Tuxworth. I didn't see him in the third quarter. Branston takes
Wrap
on
him up,
Farrelly. Darby, O'Donnell, Hayward takes it from Darby. Not sure what to do with it. Decides to throw it onto the boot. The King gets in front, slows down Elliott, and finds the sanctuary at the boundary line.
And nearly two the same pace there, and Jimmy King and Matty Elliott, I reckon, Xavier. And if we put them over the 100 metres, who would win?
Elliott.
You reckon Elliott will have Jim? We'll have to try and we'll stand them up one day.
Good friends.
Good friends.
Yep. Elliott came and played. Was he part of the coaching panel?
Part of the coaching panel. It was a good player here at Penguin.
How many years was he up here, Gary?
3, I think.
3?
When the Saints were in
recess. Yeah, and then he went back and took him on as the Giants, didn't he?
Yes. No, went back this time round.
When as the Saints. So that was after the Giants.
Yep. Yeah, no,
he was coaching at the Giants, wasn't he?
Yes, stayed true to home. He wanted to go back as soon as they come back into the competition, which was great of him.
Hamill with the free kick. Finds Ash, Agog. Can come again to wide to Gardner. Finally decides to do so. They've still got the opportunity to move the ball across the far side of the ground. Got to go though.
They can't. They can't continually go back and hold it up.
Short, Hamill under pressure. Ooh, takes the knock and the mark. Van Essen applying that. Got him off to a flying start. Van Essen. Hamill, short. Hayward straight through his fingers. Townsend. Plunkett. Looking for Searle.
Yeah, good.
Takes a very uncontested mark. And he will now have the opportunity to have a shot on goal. Right behind him, directly behind him, Gary.
Yep. He hasn't been kicking too straight of late. You would have saw him over the last few weeks, and he missed one there earlier on, going to the other end, dead in front. We'll see what he can do. And Kai Hayward, Xavier for Circulated Saints, he's a little live wire, isn't he? There's not much of him, but he's a player that could want to put a time in. Oh.
That kick goes right across the face. Yeah, he could be one of the more damaging players for the Saints.
Yeah,
might need a little bit of grippo, I think.
Yeah, just a real live wire. Just wants to put a bit more time in. Player really worth watching.
Two young sides out here at Wilson Holmes Park. Ball in. Searle wins the tap, gets it to Jackson, taken down in the tackle. Incorrect disposal. And a free kick going to Lardner. Goes wide, finds Davies. As he stepped off the mark, he has. That's clever. So free kick will be going to Davies. So centre wing position. 87 plays 32.
He lacks options.
55 points to margin. Finds Sheehan. Malachi. Kick. Hayward. There's the man you speak of. Takes a good mark. He's got a good lead.
Yeah, no, and he's got a good work ethic. He covers the ground. He's prepared to run and work and try and win the footy. And he's one that, along with the likes of Sheehan and Lardner, I think these kids have got a lot of future.
He kicked the two opportunities earlier in the day, and they were in the second term. I don't think they would be in the current circumstance that they see themselves into the fourth term. Has a shot. Kicking style's not bad. Hasn't quite made the distance. Gone across the face. It's been knocked from the contest across the boundary line, and we'll see a boundary throw in. So Porteous running with Farrelly. James the King just organising a few of the personnel for Penguin in and around the stoppage. Being the tap there was Parsons. Blakemore loses the footy. Branston follows up with the tackle. Farrelly just steps in, gets the handball wide, and they release. Tully O'Neill loses it to Elliott, to Sheehan. Sheehan wide to Kingston. Kick.
Oh, he's got it inside.
Has he taken it inside? I think that's out of bounds, is it not?
We'll call it inside.
All right, Branston has got the mark. Let's have a quick look on the replay.
Yep.
Kick to the top of the goal square.
Goal.
And front and centre. Is that Perry?
Perry just come on the ground, I reckon. Number 7, is it? Jasper Perry?
Could be. Jamar Jackson pretty happy as he goes out in that pink.
He just basically went on the ground when that ball was going back. Down there for that mark. Got into the right spot, front and centre. Quick kick, bang, goal.
Certainly is. So Jasper Perry's first, and the first for the fourth term for the Circular Head Saints. Not many men that wear the pink all that well, but I must admit Jamar Jackson pulls that off exceptionally well. Good fit. The two-tone with the white, I think it just works.
This works, you reckon? Yeah. The white boots, the white socks, ankle socks. We'll put him in the fashion parade. I'm sure they'll have one at Circular Head this year sometime.
Malachi Sheen's handball goes up and under. Perry jumps over the top of it. Ball comes out again. There's Mohammed. Is he taken without being in possession by Blakemore? Townsend now. Plunkett. Oh, that's a throw. That's not a handball, but Derby takes advantage, kicks the ball further forward.
Carmichael.
And that's a good mark there taken by Carmichael Peters-Chapman. He goes short, trace alike. There he is, MVTB. Waste no time, kicks it inside to centre half forward. That's not a mark. Don't try to take it. Ethan Jackson with the bumper ball. Goes down to Elliott. Elliott tries to feed it out. Doesn't find the intended target. Following up is Ethan Jackson. Fishes it wide to Blakemore. Blakemore's kicks out to space. He's going to get there first. Is it Glancy? He does. Gets his hands on it. Gives it to his teammate. They're able to get the boot on ball. Back up towards centre wing position. Mohammed steps one way, steps the other, gets his boot to ball off the ground. They feed it back though to Penguin. Townsend out wide. Blakemore. Looks like it might be a cake of soap at the moment. That Jew might be getting on top of the football. And a tackle being applied by the Circular Head defence as the player goes across the line. And we're going to get a ball up. No, it's ball up.
Ball up.
Not a boundary throw-in.
Ball up. It's getting reasonably dark too now.
Yeah, where are those lights? Are they working?
They're on, but I don't think they're doing much.
Ball goes nowhere. Oh, according to umpire Pizzanella, it's holding the football and Townsend's going to receive the free kick. So Jacob Townsend kicks towards centre half forward. Mark being taken. Good intercept by Liam Davies. Interesting to see how he goes in the Baldock this year, Gary.
Yeah, he mightn't have had the season. I don't think he's having the season he had last year, but there's a lot of the year left yet.
Well, he's still had plenty of the football. I know that. I've seen him 3 times so far, and he's been the dominant possession getter on the ground. Elliott had his head taken off. No free kick according to the umpire. Ooh. That is holding or dropping the ball, and receiving the free kick will be the Circular Head Saints. Not sure who that is.
Is that Perry too? Is it Jasper?
Could be one of the Perrys.
Yes, it is. Perry. Jasper.
And gives it off to...
Jimmy King read that beautifully.
Yeah, good kick by Davies, but unfortunately his teammates and the young man in Kingston up forward didn't know what to do. And Jimmy King read it well. I think there might be a little bit of rain coming down as well. So
yeah,
the ball goes out of bounds in front of Carmichael Peters-Chapman and young Plunkett.
Yes, the best of the day's definitely gone. It's getting very dewy and wet, slippery.
Elliott plays on, runs around Ray. That's an interesting kick, but it hits the target. His teammate has the opportunity to have a shot on goal.
Is that Ryder Marthick, isn't it?
It is indeed. And that'll be right on his distance. Yep. Mind you, he's got a little bit of wind in behind him. So we're with Ryder Marthick here. That's going to make the distance. No, not quite. It's touch on the boundary line. Oh, ball down to Glancy. Good smother. Ball comes to down again. Perry gets his hands on it. They're able to feed it back out. Mohammed over to Perry. Wrapped up in a great tackle. Ball goes to ground. So Penguin are going to be able to release here. Centre forward for the Saints is the ball. Rain starting to come down. Russell picks it up. Gives it up to Gardner. He's wrapped up in a tackle at centre half forward for the Saints. And we're going to have the ball up. 38 plays, 87. 49 points to margin. 5-8 plays, 12-15.
It's getting hard to see the red ball out there at the moment.
Is indeed. It's getting a little bit wet. Oh, is that over the top of the shoulder? By Van Essen? No, says the umpire. We're going to have a ball up. So, Rob Miles doesn't win the tap. Ball comes down. Elliott takes it. There's Russell. First back. Throws it across his shoulder. It's an up and under. King with a mighty fist. Running over the top of the football was Miles. Goes to ground. They lose it. And there's the King. Mopping up what his servants should be taking. Inside was Davies. Van Essen. So Jay, the captain, kicks it out wide. Straight off the chest of Purton. It goes to Searle. Searle kicks further afield. Good defence there by Walker. Walker's handball out towards Glancy. Glancy still carrying that boundary line. Falls into the hands. At the back was Elliott. Over the back of O'Donnell. Plays on. Goes short. Will he find?
Yes.
And does. Kingston. The group protesting that he had hands on the ball as well. The umpire says no. The young man is going to get the shot on goal. And Gary?
He's going to go around the body, is he?
He is indeed.
A young fella, he should learn to kick straight first up.
Should get Peter Hudson up here these days. Around the body?
He's got... No,
to the near side. What about the old flat punt?
Yeah, well...
Did you used to do one of those?
I couldn't do anything right, so it didn't matter. I reckon it probably intended to be a drop punt and finished up a flat punt, I reckon, Xavier.
Kick in by King. Finds Jackson. Would have brought the age bracket up a little bit, James King, with his addition.
Would have done a little
side.
bit. Although he's not that old, James. He's got a few years left in him yet.
Van Essen. Darby. O'Neill. Stretton.
Been a handy little player today, Stretton.
Yes, in and under. Parsons there first. Hands it over to Blakemore. Just continues to run on. Not going to bounce this time. Kicks inside forward 50. The target was McDonald. He takes it. Wheels around onto his right.
Missed.
To the near side. So Jax McDonald, that's his first score of the game.
Son of Chris, which was an absolute champion here at Penguin and played a bit of statewide footy.
Certainly did at both Burnie and Devonport, I believe.
Yes, he did. Had a crack at the devil. Jackson.
Ethan Jackson again. Kick back inside, falls into the hands of Lockie Blakemore, and he's going to be having a shot on goal. We have played 16 and a half minutes, I think.
Yep.
Into the fourth term.
And Penguin lead by 49 points.
88 plays 39. Take it out to 55 if he kicks straight here. Across the face, one behind. Predominantly seen him down back for the two Blues, Lockie Blakemore.
They've had some opportunity, Penguin today, 17, 18 points now scored. A lot of them were gettable goals, so they could have boosted a really big score.
Ball to the centre. So, that was Miles, handing it to Sheen, I think it was. Kicks the ball. Over to Lardner, inside forward 50. Branson will take the mark. And he's going to be having a shot on goal, almost directly in front, just outside the goal square. And one would think he'd be able to write this one down, Gary.
Should write this one down. Come up the ground, come on the ground, come up and found himself on his own, no opponent. And kicks a goal.
So Connor Branston has got his first for the game, and their endeavour's been better.
Yep.
And that's been reflected with regards to how they've done on the scoreboard in the final term. At 6-9-45, they're in well behind, in arrears of the Penguin 2 Blues 12-7-89 as we tick over the 18-minute mark. Gary Carpenter.
So 7 goals behind. They've held their way, and it shows you when the sting's gone out of the game's open up a little bit, how cleaner and better they are at Circular Saints and moving the ball forward and finding their own players. And they need to be able to do that right from the start of the game to the finish of the game. And again, if you throw back in John O'Freeman at the full forward zone area and a couple of other of their players that are out, J-Mar Jackson and so forth, they'd be a different side. And unfortunately, injuries has really hurt them this year.
Certainly has. Mason Brown been one of those who's just standing on the edge of the grandstand here. Would have been a welcome addition. Unfortunately, he's also out of the under-18s stateside. Getting the tap, I think that might have been Ray. Is that number 19 in the ruck? Kick forward of centre. Taking his own teammate's head off. Accidentally was shown. And will he receive a free kick? No, the umpire says it comes back to me. And Riley Arnold going to be a bit sore and sorry, one would imagine. As Glancy goes back onto the ground. And we're going to have a ball up.
Still jumping. Young Zeb not jumping high.
Yes. So not. Unable to take it was Gardner. Comes to Purton. Purton kicks inside 450. Jackson across his body. Not a bad looking effort.
Finishing his game off in brilliant style, isn't he?
And while that doesn't have the zest it should have when it comes to kicking across the body, that's his third for the day. That could go down as one of the goals of the day, Gary.
Yeah, it could do easy because it was one-on-one, beat his opponent, come to the ball and went one way and come back, and then come around on his right foot, put it through with a high-shotted goal. He's really finishing his game off. Been a good player today, Ethan. Led from the front through that second and third quarter when it needed to be done, and he's been a handy way to finish his game off at full forward. And you can see the rain starting to come down. The concrete's getting wet out there.
Yeah, so that's why it's a good shot on goal and a nice, neat 50 points to margin. 18, or was it 13? 13, 17, 95, 6-9, 45. The Saints, so two Blues well in command.
Yep.
Ball goes up. So do the two combatants in the middle. No one able to take it cleanly. And a free kick will be going which way?
Goes the circular headway, just incorrect disposal.
So Luke Rusty Russell gets his boot into it, kicks it inside forward 50. No one able to take the mark.
Yeah,
and a free kick.
Up.
So Hayward.
Yes.
And that was against Derby. So Jackson saying, I didn't do anything wrong. Got a nice little whistle in his ear then. So Hayward. Shot on goal. Out to the near side.
That's his fourth or fifth shot at goal. Probably a couple more. I've missed a couple.
Yeah, no, that's his fourth shot. He had three that actually might have been his fifth. He's had three where he scored.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, of those three, he should have kicked all of them. Didn't. Ball being brought in there by Pren, I think it might have been, or was it Farrelly? It's over the far side of the ground. Hitting the deck more often than not at the moment because of the rain. Arnold over the top of the footballs, wrapped up in the tackle. It might be Purton on top of him. Does a lot of the heavy lifting. There's Warwick Purton for the two Blues. Been on display, in particular here in round 8. Ooh, up. There's the Penguin. Ruckman. Might have been de Groot. They get the ball down. It's in the hands of Jackson now. His kick, marked by Hamill against Plunkett. Coming out the opposite side. Good decision, go straight in the middle, finds Elliott.
Yeah, keep working through the middle, Smithton.
And they've decided to go wide. Hayward. So, opportunities here. He's got the player hitting up, and that's Lardner. Chooses not to go there. And they're going to turn it over. It's out towards Farrelly. Farrelly back inside. I think he hit the ball there, not the player.
Don't think there's a lot in that.
So Plunkett, nice little wry smile on his face. Takes the kick, inside forward 50. Is that Farrelly? I think it is. He ran forward. So Jarlin. We'll be having the opportunity to have the shot on goal. I hope that's right. Thank you, Mr. Jace Little. So, dirty day for the Circular Head Saints down here at Penguin. They're not going to come away with 4 points.
You know, that free kick wasn't there, I don't think. Just watching the replay. But anyhow.
Farrelly goes out, gives himself some space, draws the football back. Beautiful 9-iron. And he scores his first for the day. And Jalen Farrelly gets his first late in the fourth term. And they extend that margin back out over 50 points, Gary Carpenter.
And that's the 10th individual goal kicker for Penguin today, and it shows the variation they've had to be able to move that ball forward. And the game now is sort of well and truly over and done with, and they're having a bit of a picnic out there running forward as Jalen runs back to the back half to run all that way down. And even Jimmy King was down there. So he's practicing with that 100-metre run against Matty Elliott somewhere down the track. So
Would James do the 100-100s a bit like the Brayshaw boys on Christmas Day, do you think, Gary?
I doubt whether James can get 10 100s in nowadays. So
He would have done Bale in the hay.
yeah.
Back out at Ryan in the day. Oh, Townsend missed the football. Surely that's incorrect disposal. They would have been dropping the ball.
Well done.
They were able to release the football. Comes in the hands of the goal kicker. That's Farrelly. Goes further forward. Glover meets the football. Doesn't take it. Comes down to the hands of Peters Chapman. Kicks inside 450. A Gog should have taken the mark. Burton misses across with foot. And it goes off. Tommy Searle hits the woodwork. And so Tommy Searle gets the minor score to his name. So he's had 3 points to his name today. They extend the margin out to 56 points. It's in the hands of Elliott. Cross half back. He's going short to Branston. Can't beat two Blues. And so Stretton kicks inside forward 50. Taking the mark over the top of Gardner is Warwick Burton. I thought he might have got a finger on that. That's what he was protesting. Ball goes in board. Does he hit the target?
Glover.
He has. So Glover taking the mark. Hamill stands it. And Glover's going to be having a shot on goal. Look at that rainbow. It's coming straight out of the scoreboard. But Jerry, you want to ping into that? Have a look at that rainbow there, ladies and gentlemen.
So they say there's a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. That's what the score is, I suppose, isn't it?
Absolutely.
That's the
for
pot
the
of
Penguin
gold.
2 Blues. And let's see what Jordan Glover can do, whether he can make another deposit into that pot of gold. 14-18 versus 6-10. Even 56 points. Glover. His kick. Across the face. And Wilson Home Park. That's one more. Minor. So he's had an opportunity, Gary, today where he could have had, what have we got? 6 goals to his name.
Yep.
He's got 1 goal, 5.
Yes, he's been a dominant forward as far as winning the ball, but not adding to the scoreboard.
Beautiful field kick there by Davies. Finds Mohammed, centre wing position. Front of that pot of gold for the 2 Blues. Short, Branston. Goes further afield to Tuxworth. Sheehan.
She's all over.
Too slow, and there's the siren. So that mark won't be counted to Porteous. And that is the end of today's proceedings from Wilson Homes Park at Penguin. And the final score, 14-19, 103. The Penguin 2 Blues, Circular Head Saints 6-10-46. And in that final term, it was 2 goals, 2 to the Circular Head Saints and 2 goals, 6 to the Penguin 2 Blues. Goal scorers for today, before Gary Coleman gives our better players synopsis of the match, and then the Terry White Kenmart 3-2-1. Goal scorers, as I mentioned, for the Penguin 2 Blues, 3 goes to the coach, Ethan Jackson, 2 to Carmichael Peters Chapman, ended up with 2 goals, 3 for the day, 2 to Connor Plunkett, and then singles to Jay Van Essen, Jarlin Farrelly, Zach Myercheck, Warwick Burton, Joby Ray, Jacob Townsend, and Jordan Glover, who had 1 goal, 5 to his name. Could have had a hell of a lot more in his kit bag. Jordan Glover for the Circular Head side, all single goal kickers. They were as follows: Liam Davies, Lucas Lardner, Jasper Perry, Carter Branston, Jonathan Miles, and Josh Glancy. As I mentioned, Gary Carpenter with a quick synopsis, better players, and the Terry White Kenmart 3-2-1.
Be quick as they're coming off the ground. The rainbow's gone further over towards Ulverston, and a bit of rain comes down, and Penguin completely dominant at the end of the day, where it was a close game at half time, but the 2 Blues just blew them out of the park for the second half. And you feel a little bit for the Circular Head Saints because they're lacking that key forward in John O'Freeman that they went out and got, and they need him. He would have made a power of a difference today because they had the ball in the forward half quite often. But you look at Freeman, Jamar Jackson, there are other players that they've been punished with injuries, but you can only play with the ones that you've got on the park. Penguin were miles too good, and I thought when you look down through the list of Penguin, you got your Peters Chapman, Ethan Jackson, Plunkett started off in a blaze of glory, Tommy Searle had a purple patch on and off, and you think of Jordan Glover, Tommy Parsons, they had players everywhere that was dipping in and out of the game to sort of set up the game. In contrary to Circular Saints, Liam Dave is probably the biggest ball winner, but again, the use of the ball probably hurts him at times, and I suppose when you pick up 30 or 40 possessions a game and you're trying to find players to kick to and they're not there, you start to make mistakes. I think Lardner tries all time, but again finds himself in positions he shouldn't be there. Kai Haywood, wrapped in that little fella, I think he gives you an option up forward, but again, he needs support. All in all, Josh Clancy, Circular Saints just need to keep going the way they're going, keep improving every week, trying to improve their game plan, their fitness level, and eventually those winter comes, they'll get those players back on board. It was an entertaining game. We saw some good individual highlights, the highlight of Jackson's mark, and some great goals come out of the game, so there's some individual highlights. Penguin again could win an amount of games going towards the end of the season. They need depth also, but it's this ability to kick goals going forward that really hurts Circular Head. I thought 3-2-1, I couldn't go past Carmichael's Peters Chapman. I think I mentioned his name early in the game, and he kept being there right through the game. Stands up, his work ethic is incredible, his fitness level is next to the best. He runs up and down the ground, he covers the ground quick. He's a beautiful mark, reads the play well, and is prepared to share the ball. So, Carmichael, congratulations today. I thought you was best on the ground. Look, I'm going to give 2 to the Penguins coach and Ethan Jackson. Perhaps his form's not been the best on and off, but I thought he stood out today when it counted in the second and third quarter, and he finishes up the game with 3 goals, which he thoroughly deserves. So I would give him 2 votes today. And I'm struggling between on the one. There's so many there I'd love to give 1 to. Liam Daves, as I said, probably the best player for Smithton. Got a lot of the kicks, a lot of touches of the footy. But to tell you the truth, I'm going to give the number 1 vote to Jordan Glover for a young kid that presents himself on the forward line. Could have finished the day with a handful, with a bag of 5-1 or something like that, but continues, presents himself, runs flat out. I'd love to see him play footy. And an honourable mention today, if I'm allowed to, would be to Tommy Parsons. Works his backside off, and this kid's got a lot of ability, and he's going to go a long way in footy here at the Penguin Footy Club.
So the Terry White Kenmart 3-2-1, 3 to Carmichael Peters Chapman, 2 to Ethan Jackson, and 1 to Jordan Glover, with an honourable mention there to Tommy Parsons, the up-and-coming athletic ruckman, undersized at the Penguin 2 Blues. The game in the AFL game, Gary, currently underway in the second term. It's 3-5-23, the Fremantle Dockers up at Gabba in Brisbane. 1-4-10 the Lions. So they're up against it, the Lions at the moment. They're not in the best of form. With 42 seconds to go in the final term at Ulverston, it is 13-13-91. The Robins, 12-5-77. Wynyard Cats. I'm interested to find out whether Gary Ablett has been able to do that. For the game at East Devonport, it was a convincing win to the East Devonport to the Latrobe Demons, 22-10, 142. 1 goal, 1 the East Devonport Swans, so Latrobe getting home by 135 points. The game at Penguin, as we've already mentioned, it was 14-19, 103, the Penguin 2 Blues, 57 points in arrears, the Circular Saints, 6-10, 46. And around the grounds, our final match from West Park at the final siren, 11-11-77. The Burnie Dockers have upset by 3 points. The Devonport Magpies, 10-14-74. We hope you've enjoyed the AFL Tas live stream here from Wilson Homes Park from Penguin. A big thank you to Jerry on the camera, to Ash down in the studio, to you, Gary Carpenter. We'll give you the opportunity for the final word. Biggest upset on the books for the last 3 years, with the Devonport Football Club going down to the Burnie Dockers. So, cat amongst the pigeons in the NWFL.
Incredible day then at football today, and I suppose when you think about it, where I sit, congratulations, Bernie. You might have started something that's going to happen through the rest of the season. And to Ulverston, coming home on a big day at Ulverston, congratulations to you guys also. But Bernie would be on top of the world tonight.
They certainly would. Next week, where's the AFL Tas live stream, Gary?
Here at Dial Park, you'll see the NWFL representative teams come up against the NTFA. Come along and enjoy. Going to be a cracking games of footy. The under-19 start first up, and you would have heard me mention some names of some boys today. They will be playing in the under-19s. That's going to be an absolute crack of a game. The best women across the coast and the best two men's side from the north to the northwest meet here at Dial Park next week. Come and enjoy the footy.
The best of the north in the northwest at Wilson Holmes Park. NWFL versus the NTFA. Until next weekend, thanks for joining us on the AFL Taz live stream from Penguin.